Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling on this good Friday, man? We back to build on this boxing for a little bit. Give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all smash the like button on the way in. If you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and come say what's up with the fam. Shout out to everybody, man. Where we at on the likes? We ain't at 1 million yet. I know we ain't. All things, my God, was good with it 2 cents. Peace to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Jusdu. How you feeling? Don't work too hard. What's good with y'all bros, man? Did y'all see the little updated news for Errol Spence? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. And it's talking about a double header, man. The double header, I think that's whew. This would be a fight that I think people really could get behind, man. But my question would be, is De Los Santos moving up to 140 pounds? Because we all know that Frank Martin said he was going up to 140. He also said leave his name out of all conversations at 135 because he don't fight there no more. So my question would be, if they actually gonna have this fight at 140. Probably so, though. If you look at De Los Santos and you've seen him lately, he looked like he put on some weight too. So him moving up a weight class wouldn't necessarily surprise me at all. You know, but for it to be both of their first fight, if they both moving up to 140, I think it's a fair fight. It's a 50-50 type of affair. I think Frank Martin got more skill, but you know, De Los Santos is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Mike White, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? Ag Busy, what it do? Swap out them switches for some vegan hemp wraps. Vegan hemp wraps. He said vegan hemp wraps. Man, that's something different, man. That's the first time I've even heard of that. Vegan hemp wraps. But how y'all feeling, man? We gonna talk this boxing, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We gonna build for a little bit, you know. But like I said, I was on Twitter and I seen Dan Rayfield. You know, Dan Rayfield is pretty reliable when it comes to news and certain updates, right? He ain't the kind of guy to just spread misinformation for the most part. If he puts something out, it's usually legit. BJ, what it do, my guy? You feeling? Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man. Your boy was down for the count yesterday, man, but I'm feeling better. You know, I ain't all the way 100%, but I'm enough percent to talk this boxing with the people, you know. But yeah, so I was on Twitter and I happened to see this from Dan Rayfield, per source involved. The target date, keyword, y'all. The target date for Fundora Spence. It's crazy. Ain't it crazy seeing Spence name second, bro? Little stuff like that, man, that you got to get used to. It's crazy seeing Spence name second, right? But their target date for 154-pound title bout is March 29th to headline a PBC on Prime pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Dante, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? So that's their target date. And I for one, I hope that this fight do come to fruition on this actual date for obvious reasons. I think we've had a number of different dates be dropped or spoken about or discussed for Errol, Spence, and Fundora, but none of them came to fruition. We did hear Errol Spence was coming back around March or April or something like that. So this would be right on par with that. The end of March, April, right around the corner. Pretty much the same time frame, right? But I think now I think more than ever, he need this fight to be made. Like if he gonna come back, he need to just go ahead and come back, right? Because I said this before and I'm gonna keep saying it. You don't use it, you lose it. And he in his 30s. He ain't no spring chicken. He done had accidents. You know, all types of things happen to him. Injuries inside the ring, a bunch of different things. So we clearly know Errol Spence ain't the same exact fighter that he once was. So, you know, I doubt if he could return anywhere near or close to form if he continues to sit out for, you know, more months. As the months pile up, the mountain that he got to climb, it becomes more and more steep, in my opinion. And I just think, you know, it get to a point where, you know, he only human, bro. Like it's only so much you can do if you're not put in a position where you utilizing your skills, seeing where you at exactly. Like we ain't seen this dude since Terrence Crawford. Got to think Terrence Crawford done went and had another fight since then. Get what I'm saying? Discussing a potential next fight. You know what I'm saying? Mike Miggs, like, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, Mike? Looking like the same card. Yeah, you're right. Behind the Hands TV, my guy was good with it. Dan Rayfield was the senior writer for ESPN. Too much credibility to lose if he was BSing. Absolutely. Shout out to my bro Behind the Hands. Absolutely. So I don't think Dan Rayfield would just come out and try to, you know, be a part of the misinformation that is in boxing, running rampant, especially on Twitter. So, I mean, look, it's refreshing to see the Autism Boy. What's good with it, fam? It's good to hear a date, man. But it'll be better to know that it's solidified. And key words is targeted date and deal not 100% done yet. Not 100% done yet. So you could take that for what it is, right? We've known for one reason or another, Errol Spence just when it's come to him, as it pertains to him coming back since the loss, it's been nothing short of difficult. I'm pretty sure it's been a roller coaster for him. And I know he could just want nothing more than to just get this fight, get this training camp and all this stuff underway. Because I know him as the fighter, he still want to prove to himself what he got left. He still got questions. Like we got questions for him, but I'm pretty damn sure Errol Spence himself got questions for himself that he need answering. And I feel like the only way those questions get answered is if he get his ass in the ring and get a fight. You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot to consider with this fight. It ain't even just the inactivity alone, bro. It's the moving up in the weight class. It's the fact that you fighting a damn anomaly at junior middleweight with a 6'5", 6'6" Fundora, right? This dude got the reach of a heavyweight. Like, think about all these deciding factors with a guy that ain't been in the ring since Terrence Crawford, and he got smashed. Didn't win a single round. Didn't look good for a single round. You get what I'm saying? Had a really tough fight. Now you about to fight a southpaw. Southpaw's like, he might think he do good, but I think southpaws give him trouble. I think southpaws give him trouble, especially one that is 6'5" and could punch. 6'5" and could punch. Like, so it's a lot. It's a lot of questions that he gonna have to answer all on one night for him to get back to where he trying to get to. B-Dog, what it do, fam? That is one of the reporters who seem to have integrity. Absolutely, he do, B-Dog. That's why I don't have no problem leaving his, keeping his name in the tweet and reacting off it, because I think it's legit. And then, furthermore, this is just one side of it, but we gonna build on this, because like I said, man, I know if you're a supporter of Errol Spence, you definitely want to see him get back in the ring. You want to see this man bounce back. And aside from all that, you just want to see if he still got it. No funny shit, no Teo stuff. Know what I'm saying? You want to see, as a fight fan, do he still got it, bro? You get me? You want to see, do he still got it? Is he still big fish? Is he still the truth? Can he still rise to the occasion? Can he go out there and win a fight of this magnitude under these circumstances? This is a whole different set of circumstances that, he ain't had to deal with before. It's one thing to bounce back after the accident, but that was years ago. Now this is years later after a beatdown. And now you actually can get in there with a guy that all he liked to do was fight. You get what I'm saying? He liked to punch. Yeah, now he's an anomaly in the sport of boxing. He is. Because how many 6'5" junior middleweights you got? You get what I'm saying? He taller than some heavyweights. You get me? So that's what I mean by anomaly. Like, you just don't see something like that really in boxing. You don't see nobody that tall, that wiry at 154 pounds. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's just not something you could see. And just think about the preparation, y'all. Just think about the preparation that it's going to take to prepare for somebody that tall, that long. How many people do you got? I mean, I think of somebody right off the bat that could possibly give you the looks. Michael Fox, because he's pretty tall, long. You know what I mean? That's one guy that I could think of, and he definitely be willing to help out. I already know it, the type of fighter he is. He'll be with it. But it ain't too many guys, bro. It ain't too many guys that could give him them looks, y'all. It ain't too many guys that could give him the looks that he gonna be that he gonna face come fight night with Fundora. And that's a challenge in and of itself. You get what I'm saying? There's so many challenges. Like, as much as I'm an Errol Spence supporter, like, I'm rooting for him 1,000,000%. Let's not get it confused. But, the more I think about this fight and the longer it takes for it to get made, the less likely I see him winning. Because, like, at a certain point, I think we just going to be asking for damn near a miracle, man. Like, it's going to be tough as hell to win under these circumstances, bro. I don't see it. It's going to be a long night or a short night of work. It's going to be a tough night's work for Errol Spence. Motown, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? I say freak anomaly is much better. He is, man. He freakishly tall for sure. Freakishly tall for sure. He damn sure an anomaly, but that's the challenge that Errol Spence got to face. You get what I'm saying? And I just don't. This gonna be one of the toughest fights outside of Crawford. You know what I mean? Not just from a talent standpoint and a skill standpoint, just from a challenge, right? Of being out the ring. Now you got to go deal with this guy. Now you got to go deal with this. You fighting Mr. Fantastic. Like, he could stretch Armstrong, everything you could think of, bro. That's who you fighting, bro. Fighting that long body, coconut long boy, man. That shit gonna be a tough ass fight, bro. Then you got to think about it, bro. Now he had a fight with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu caught an elbow, got his head split. You gotta worry about them elbows, bro. From an elbow standpoint. I'm telling you, bro, now you gotta worry about elbows. You got a whole fight with Tim Tszyu, got his head split. Like, you see his head. Oh, I just thought about something, bro. Hey, y'all, just thought about something, bro. Look at Dan Rayfield. Look at the picture that he got as the profile. Hey, yo, he got Tim Zoo in there. Yo, he got Tim Zoo leaking. Not that it's funny that he leaking, but it's like a subtle shot. Like, this is where Errol Spence is up against, bro. He up against this long body, long torso, long arm, sharp elbow. You get what I'm saying? Sharp elbow having ass dude, bro. And you know Errol Spence, like, he like to get in the inside and mix it up too and work the body. Now you got to worry about those uppercuts of Fundora as well as the elbows of Fundora. Telling you, this from a physical standpoint, this could probably be one of the toughest challenges that Errol Spence could ever face in a boxing ring. If we being all the way 100, this probably could end up being one of the toughest fights that he could ever face as a fighter. Bro, you got to worry about elbows, uppercuts, jabs. Oh man, yo, EJ, I'm rocking with you, but damn it, man, I'm just saying this ain't gonna be easy, bro. Look at Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo lost half a body of blood in the damn ring, bro. Tim Zoo was a bloody mess, man. You know what I'm saying? He lost a half a body of blood in the ring, messing around with Fundora, bro. And that was a fair one. Rise Podcast. What's good, family? How you feeling, Senior? What's good, Brody? That's why Bud didn't mind letting Spence take that. Yo, I'm telling you, from an NBA 2-guard standpoint. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. You ain't never lied. D1, what up, family? How you feeling, man? Good Friday to my guy. How you feeling, bro? Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Shout out to my guy, D1. Y'all make sure y'all touch that like button, man. We're going to build a little bit on this Good Friday, man. We're going to talk about this boxing, man. You know? But yeah, man, it's just so much that he got to overcome, man. And I just, for me, I'm not asking that he be Superman. I'm just asking that he go out there and do what he always do. Just give it everything he got on the night, right? If that just so happened to not be enough, I ain't even going to trip, man. I wouldn't even look at him no different, bro. I just understand that what he up against. Fly frequency, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Cottrell said Fundora was fighting clean. Tim Zoo was leading with his head. That's his own fault. Nah, but notice, bro. I want to be clear. Notice, I ain't one time say anything about dirty or clean. I ain't say Fundora was dirty. That's not the conversation. That's why I didn't go there with it. It wasn't about him. I don't think the elbow happened because Fundora was being dirty. So that's not really the conversation, though. But the conversation is just the presence to be aware of a potential elbow. Not saying you're going to do it on purpose, but, you know, the fact that Errol Spence likes to fight in the inside and so does Fundora. Get what I'm saying? Just another challenge, just another obstacle. So just to be clear on that, it's not about being dirty because I don't think neither guy is dirty. I just think Tim Zoo just caught an elbow. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was intentional. They was scrapping, and that's just what it was. Just one of those things where it's a result of it. Yeah, I was fighting. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I was fighting. So, and that's what happened. Legacy, my guy, what it do, man? How you feeling? Judah Vision, what it do? What's good with it? You feel me? That's all. Yeah, I don't think he was dirty, bro. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it could have been Tim Zoo's fault. But shit, think about it, bro. You fighting that big, tall dude. You got to try to get in there. You get me? Tim Zoo, you know Tim Zoo's not a dirty fighter. He going to get in there and mix it up. So what happened, I think, far as the elbow, was just a result of it being a good fight. You know what I mean? Them mixing it up, and it just happened. It's one of those things. And that's all I'm saying with Errol. What if that happened too? Because you like to mix it up and fight. You get me? You're going to be in trouble. So you don't need no extra. Like, you get me? You need a good fight, bro. You don't need nothing stopping you. You don't need a unfortunate cut or nothing like that, because that's going to be even worse for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just a tough challenge that Fundora is. And you said the dimensions just make it awkward. I'm telling you, right? Tall, big, long body. Been busy writing 2 intros. Shout out to my guy, Drew Division, man. Putting that work in for these YouTube streets. Boxing with 2-4. What it do, man? What it do? So, yeah, man, he up against a lot, man. He got a tall mountain to climb, literally, figuratively, like physically, like every way you want to look at it is legit. He really got to go out there and had one of the best nights of his life. And that's my real question, right? Can he have one of the best nights of his life under these circumstances, right? Could he really go out there and prove it with everything that he's been up against, everything that he's been through? Like, is it going to be a case of too much is just too much? You know, when is too much too much? That's what I'm looking at it like. And that's no slight, that's no shade to Errol Spence. I'm rocking with him 100%. I tell Fundora to his face that I'm rooting for Errol Spence. And I proceed to tell him why. But when it's too much, like that's what I start to think. And again, when you just think about everything that Errol Spence been through, from getting tossed from the car, his face getting all broken up, breaking his teeth, you know what I'm saying? Like, then he got into another accident after that. You get what I'm saying? The torn retina. You get what I'm saying? The beat down from Terrence Crawford. Did you mentally recover from that beat down as well, right? Because you're gonna have to prove all of that on one night against Sebastian Fundora. And I could only imagine that it's gonna be one of the most difficult fights you could ever find yourself in. Get what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just being realistic, y'all. And yeah, I could sit up here as a supporter of Errol Spence and, you know, talk this, you know, be this super optimistic guy that he just gonna go out there and return the form. But I wouldn't be being genuine with the people. I gotta be honest with y'all. That's my hopes. My hopes is that he come out here and be big fish and, you know, the truth and return the form or as closest to it as possible and get his hand raised, right? That's my hopes. That's my feeling. I wish it go that way. I'm hoping, right? But I'm also realistic, and being realistic, I'm forced to look at it for what it is. It's going to be one of the toughest fights that he could be in, especially under the circumstances. And like I said, it's going to be going through my mind all throughout the fight. When is too much, too much? Like, he's been through a lot outside the ring. Like he said, he haven't exactly lived the lifestyle, and you're only getting older. Now you got to worry about a new coach, new weight class, anomaly freakishly tall, long opponent. You get what I'm saying? The light's going to be bright. I know they ain't going to be too bright for you, but again, with everything that you've been through, with the beatdown from Terrence Crawford, the extended amount of time off, right? With all of that stacked up against you, is there a realistic shot that you return to form well enough to be able to, you know, beat Sebastian Fundora and keep your career going? Because this a career defining fight, to be honest with you. Like, this is it right here, in my opinion, especially depending on how you look. This could spell the end. This could be the end of Errol Spence. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not with the conspiracies. I'm not writing them off for none of that. But I could only imagine, if you take the wrong kind of loss here, that you, like, what reason would you have to continue to stick around? Because the only reason I would think you would get beat up or take the wrong kind of loss is if you're not the guy that we're used to seeing. So it's a lot. He up against a lot. I think they still at odds, man. I said it before in a different stream, Emmanuel. What it do, fam? I said it before in a different stream. I said, man, they need to they need to bury the hatchet, bro. You get me? They need to bury the hatchet, bro. They need to bury the hatchet. Casanova, what it do? Are you gonna be huge? Are you gonna want? Yeah, they're gonna want to see if he's still the same, bro. Like Fundora, Spence still my dog though. Yeah. It's just a tough fight for him, bro. It's just a really, really tough fight. I think EJ got more of a chance than people think. Fundora, a good fighter, but he's gonna be right there for EJ and exchanging combinations with him. Fundora style and a selective shot picker or counter and now, but that's the thing. You know, it's gonna be a fight you expect, right? And is that necessarily the kind of fight that Errol Spence need when he trying to get back, right? You just was in a grueling fight physically with Terrence Crawford, and it just went horribly bad, and we ain't seen you since then. Now you got to pop back up in a higher division with a new trainer and a freak-ass tall opponent. Get what I'm saying? With all that time off. Get me a guy that, shout out to Cigar Talk. Shout out to Cigar Talk, my guy Najee. He interviewed Sergey Boachuk, and Boachuk was talking about Virgil Ortiz, and he was very dismissive of Virgil Ortiz's power. Like, he just felt like He's just not no crazy puncher at 54. Maybe at 47, he said, but not 54. But one guy that he did bring up, Chuck did, he brought up Sebastian Fundora. And he said, man, this guy's awesome. Like, he had high praise for Fundora. He said he's strong. Like, he sparred rounds with him. He said you could feel his punches. Like, Fundora is strong. So basically, if you listen to it, he's basically telling you Fundora is more of a puncher at 54 than Virgil Ortiz is. So you get what I'm saying? This is what he up against. He up against a guy that's really, really punching that could arguably be in any weight class with his frame, right? Think about how rare that is and how difficult of a challenge that makes it. Errol Spence in his get back fight, coming off the loss to Terrence Crawford in a new weight class, is about to fight a guy who's tall enough and long enough to fight at any weight class above 54. He can fight at 54 and up. You get what I'm trying to say? That's crazy. That's who he fighting. A guy that can do that. You get me? Peace to the queen, Lisa. How you feeling? Good to see you. I'm feeling better. Not all the way back, but I'm back enough to talk to the people, talk to the family. I appreciate you sliding through, and I'm feeling better. I think somebody style like that is better for him than somebody that's going to be patient and waiting for him to make mistakes. I get that, and yeah, thought that. Gave Fundora's props for sure. Yeah, I get why you would say that, but the thing is, you figure his problems, we felt like were more physical than anything, and this fight could be more physically grueling and demanding of him than Terrence Crawford. So I think either way is dangerous for him. It could be dangerous, right? I get what you're saying. Ain't nobody like Terrence Crawford. I don't think nobody going to do him exactly the way Crawford did, but this could be a different kind of fight, and it could be bad. It could really get bad. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't do tune-ups. It's dangerous with this fight in mind. Yeah. I always wish he would kind of let that go a little bit, especially in this case, but I guess he is what he is, man. From how that acting could be a bad. You get what I'm saying? Boxing with 2-4 and just it push him physically, bro. And that could be, not saying bad, but if he ain't all the way what he needs to be physically, that could be troublesome. So it's like a pick your poison, because Fundora, like I said, with the height and reach he got, he could fight at any weight class he want from 54 and up, right? Which is crazy. You get what I'm saying? So is he going to want to box from range, right? Is he going to want to box and try to be disciplined, pick his shots? Or is he going to want to fight? Because, you know, if Errol Spence is successful, he's going to get in the inside. You would think he's going to target Fundora's body. As tall as he is, all that torso, all that frame, target his body. But that's not going to come without any resistance, right? And getting to the inside and closing the gap. It ain't like Fundora going to be boxing and moving around the whole ring. That's not how he fight. But in closing that gap is punches that I feel like he gotta be aware of running into. Like, just think about it. Remember the picture when they was standing next to each other in the ring? Look how awkward that looked. Now just imagine them two. Now they got to fight each other. You get what I'm saying? It looked crazy for them even standing in the ring, and Errol Spence got that smile on his face like, bro, this ain't nothing. That's why I say, man, his name, he got the perfect nickname. He really is the truth, bro. He the truth, bro. He the truth. He truly is the truth. He is, in every sense of the word, bro. That dude coming back fighting that guy, crazy. After fighting Terrence Crawford is wild. That's your first fight back? I don't think, and I think people highlight how dangerous it is, but I don't think they give Errol Spence enough credit for the fight that he taken. John's Garage, what it do? Yeah, he's a damn good inside fighter. And like I said, Chuck said he got some power, man. He got real power. According to him, he punching harder than Virgil Ortiz. So that fight right there, man, like I said, I just don't know. I don't know how he can. There's no scenario where this fight is easy for Errol Spence. That's what's so concerning, right? There's no scenario I think that plays out where this fight is like something easy for him. And that's where the concern come in at. There's no avenue. There's no easy way out. There's no easy way out. But let it be clear. Let the record reflect, y'all. I'm 100% rocking with Man Dad. but I'm just being real with y'all, letting y'all know this gonna be a very, very tough fight. It's gonna be a tough fight, and this could be career defining. You get what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford, that was one thing, right? If you get back here now and you get dusted off or possibly stopped and look bad getting stopped, it's not going to be a good look. This could be one of the last times we really see him in the ring. You know what I mean? So that's how big this fight is. You know what I'm saying? For him, this is a big fight. And like I said, when the last time y'all remember seeing Errol Spence's name second on the bill? You get me? It's Fundora. It's Sebastian Fundora versus Errol Spence, y'all. Keep that in mind. Sebastian Fundora versus Errol Spence, man. Twin, what it do, man? So yeah, because no tune-up is risky. Absolutely is. Only interested because I saw Fundora get stopped. I want to know if EJ can do it. Man, yeah, I want to. And you know what's funny? I'll go a bit further. That's a reason. That's definitely a reason to watch the fight. Another reason is we seen EJ get stopped, even though, albeit against one of the best, to me, the pound for pound best fighter in the world, Terrence Crawford. Not saying that Fundora is that, but we know he's every bit as dangerous, right? Especially under these circumstances. Can he be a guy to stop Errol Spence? You know what I'm saying? Could Errol Spence stop his ass, being that we've seen it happen already? You get me? So, yeah, the intrigue is definitely there. I think the fact that people really want to know what Errol Spence is at this point, you know, what he is or what he's not. I think it's only one way to find out. And what better way to test yourself than against a guy like Fundora. You know what I mean? I don't think it get no riskier coming back, right? I don't think it's too many fights that he could have took that would have been riskier than this. So, like I said, man, hopefully Errol Spence has gotten everything together from a physical standpoint so he can go out there and perform, because he gonna need a great night of work to dethrone this damn giant, bro. It's not gonna be easy at all. It's gonna be a difficult fight, bro. From the opening bell all the way through. That's what I see. That's how I see it, man. I don't like I said, I don't see no scenarios where this fight ends up being easy for Spence. You know what I mean, it got difficulty written all over it, bro. Tough challenge, no tune-up. Fundora not a tune-up. He not a stay busy type of fight. He dangerous. Long, he like to fight. And it's like pick your poison, because he could decide to try to come out there and box from a distance and then mix it up. And he got some very, like I said, dangerous uppercuts, some sharp-ass elbows. The fact that he is a good inside fighter, better inside fighter than he is an outside fighter. But he's shown the ability to be able to utilize his reach from the outside to a degree. That's just not his bread and butter. His bread and butter is mixing it up and fighting. But that's where he's very dangerous. That's why I think he'll feel the bulk of his power, either that or stand at the end of his punches. That's why I say it's like pick your poison, especially if you're a guy getting back in the mix. You shaking back. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard, yeah. No scenario where this is easy. Shout out to Errol Spence for taking this fight, especially if y'all do come back at the targeted date of March 29th. I hope so, because like I said, we've been given a number of different dates, and none of them come to fruition. So it would kind of suck to see this one not come to fruition as well. So I'm just hopeful that the target date is when they make it happen, because like I said, Errol Spence is in a situation where he needs to fight to be sooner than later, man. The longer he stay out the ring, the worse it's gonna get for him. Shout out to the autism boy, my guy, man. Say who's Errol's official trainer? I still don't know that yet either. That's why I say I'm factoring that in as well. And how much time did he have or not have with this trainer, whoever it's going to be? Because I still hearing little whispers here and there, but he's one thing about it. If Errol Trainer got if Errol Spence got a trainer already selected, I mean, this has had to be one of boxing's best kept secrets, because I don't think nobody know. You get me? Crush the legend. What's good with it, Crush? How you feeling? You get me? So I don't think nobody know. And like I said, if he found a trainer already and it's been a secret for this long, this definitely had to be one of boxing's best kept secrets in recent time. That's a mystery. Who the hell is Errol Spence's trainer right now, bro? Who is his trainer? Who is he training? Who is he training with? And how much time did he have with him? You get what I'm saying? How much of a factor that's going to play into the fight? It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And that's why I say I start to ask the question, when is too much too much? You get what I'm saying? And this could be one of them situations where when too much is too much and when not taking the tune up goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? This could be that. EJ should train with Ben Davison. Diaz was good with it, fam. He said, heard Bradman training Errol Spence. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Diaz, Bradman heard that too. He heard it too and shot it down. He ain't training them though. He heard the rumors too, but he ain't training them. He's been staying in pretty good shape. Yeah, when I'm seeing the pictures of him, he look like he in good shape. PBC back on track. I hope so. I hope they get back here. 2-4. I hope they get back here. Yeah, I heard about him getting work in Philly. I heard somebody say that he ain't been looking good in sparring, but I take that with a grain of salt because they always saying stuff like that. I'll wait till I hear from a more solid source. So we'll see. He said lose listening ships for sure. James, what it do, fam? I don't see Devin losing to Blair. He said you don't see Devin losing to Blair. I don't know. It'll be a tough fight for him, a tricky fight. And if he would have fought Blair, it'd probably have to be at either a catch weight or 47. And that's where the challenger come in at for him too. Just where is he at mentally and physically after the Ryan Garcia fight? You get what I'm saying? I think his path to getting back is all about picking the right opponent to get your legs back under you and then go for what you want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Haney in a few. Staying low, getting away from the nonsense. Yeah. Seemed like, bro, DS seemed like he just spending time with his family. Looked like he keeping his weight relatively down. And I guess waiting for some confirmation as to when he coming back. So what we heard is March 29th. So look, another part of that, y'all, it was talking like almost like some doubleheader type action with De Los Santos and Frank Martin. Key words, this is not done yet, but they saying they in negotiations for a March 29th bout. Then when you hear that Errol Spence is returning March 29th, it's not too far-fetched to believe that they'll both be fighting on the same card. You get what I'm saying? He is Errol's fighter still, so it wouldn't shock me. I think it'd be dope to have them both come back. You know what I'm saying? They both took losses in their last fight. Both got knocked out. You know what I mean? Got stopped in their fights. This would be a bounce back for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Man down as a unit, be able to bounce back with this one. But this would be a good fight for Frank Martin. I ain't gonna lie. Frank Martin. Hey, Frank, you doing what I know a lot of people don't want to do in fighting De Los Santos if you fight him. So I really, really, this is a fight that I really, really hope come to fruition. If you see De Los Santos and you see pictures of him on his Instagram, he don't look like a 35-pound fighter no more. He definitely look like he can go up with ease. So that's what I was saying, 224. This would mean that he would have to be moving up because Frank Martin said he was done at 35. He said that out of his own mouth. So, man, this would be a tricky fight because I think Frank got more skills, but he is coming off getting stopped. He is coming off getting stopped, bro. So, anything could happen. De Los Santos coming off the Shakur performance, and we ain't seen him since then. So we don't know what he looking like these days either, right? Dante said Frank will get knocked out. Frank Dukes, put up your Dukes. Tony was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Y'all smash that like button, man. Sub to the channel if you're new. Part of my voice is going to go in and out from time to time, but we going to build. Said Frank Dukes, put up your Dukes. Yeah, man. Him and De Los Santos is a fight. That's a real fight. It's a dangerous fight. And I would say I would have a lot of respect for Frank Martin if he taking this kind of fight coming off a knockout loss to Tank Davis, because I wouldn't have been tripping if he was taking like a get back fight, a tune-up fight. But I don't think De Los Santos no tune-up. I think that's a dangerous ass fight, and especially if it's your first fight, assuming that it'll be at a heavier weight class of 140. Man, that'll be crazy, man. That'll be crazy. How y'all feel about this, man? What's y'all early picks, man? What y'all think? Frank Martin go out here and fight De Los Santos. I respect it. Like I said, I think he's more skillful, but I think De Los Santos is very dangerous, and he could be a little unpredictable at times. So, he will be looking to look better than he did in his last fight for sure. I'm pretty sure that should motivate him to come out and really try to win. So Frank Martin coming off a loss, I know he don't want to lose twice. So he ain't going, right? He going to come out there trying to box his ass off. So, but this could be a dangerous fight for him. It could be career defining too, because either he can pass this test with flying colors and move on with his career, or the unthinkable happen and you get stopped or you lose and look bad. And it's gonna be downhill from there. But I do think Frank Martin. I think this fight is winnable for him. I ain't gonna lie. I think he just got the talent and skill to do it. It's just, is he disciplined enough to be able to, fight a fight without getting caught? We've seen it happen once already, right? We've seen Artem give him a tough fight. Artem ain't nearly as dangerous as I think is a De Los Santos is, respectfully, from a punching power standpoint, right? So, and Artem gave him all he could handle. He had his hands full with him. So I wonder how he approach a fight with a guy that's, really cracking. You know what I mean? But we seen how he dealt with Tank. He fought very, very smart early. When he still had his gas, he was disciplined. He was picking his shots well. He was boxing. He was moving. He was limiting, the damage that he was taking from Tank early. But we all know with Tank, it's not the number of punches, it's the quality of the punch that he land on his opponent. And that's what he did. He broke Frank Martin down, sapped his energy, and then took him out. De Los Santos is, not nearly the fighter I think that Tank is, not as smart, or as experienced either. So he's known to go out there and just go for it, yo. So, prayers out to the families in California with, that's affected by those wildfires, because that is crazy. That's wild, man. Prayers to them for sure. Or if he's stronger at 40, he might stop Santos. I forgot Edwin Cheney. Ed, it's possible, bro. It's possible. Beth was good with it, fam. He said from Pandora, Spence. Yeah, Ace was good with the family. Shout out to the butcher. He said Frank by decision. Now, look, I definitely think Frank could win this fight. Shout out to my guy Ace. I definitely think he'll win this fight for sure. He's a more skillful fighter. You know what I'm saying? Stretched out boxing, was good with it. But, they both still got questions to answer after their last fights, right? De Los Santos was part of a stinker, right? He was 50% of a stinker fight that he had the last time he was in the ring. He ain't been there since. Is the time off going to affect him as well as him potentially going up another weight class, right? You get what I'm saying? He had a bad performance and a lot of time off in between, and he was injured. So he'll be coming off a loss, bad performance and a loss, an injury, and a lot of inactivity, right? Frank Martin coming off a loss, a knockout loss, in which he performed well in the first part of the fight and just got knocked out eventually, right? He got caught, and it was all she wrote. He's coming off of that. Is his confidence shaking, right? Is he mentally all together, or is he fighting demons, right? I would think he would be dealing with more coming off the kind of loss that he took, as opposed to a guy like De Los Santos. But look, this is the interesting thing about this fight too, if it happens, right? They're both coming off fights where they fought their best opposition yet. You know what I mean? That one performance was bad, but he still lost. The other guys was pretty good, but he lost. You get what I'm saying? So make of that what you will. One guy didn't get knocked out, but he didn't perform as well as the other guy did in the first part of the fight. One guy made it to see the final bell, one guy didn't. You get me? Now they got to fight each other. So they both, you know what I'm saying, respectfully just have questions that need answering, right? Was the kind of performance that, De Los Santos showed against Shakur, is that a sign of things to come, right? Is he going to be one of those guys that had those type of subpar performances, right? Or is he going to rise to the occasion? How much is the ring rust going to affect him, right? The inactivity, because we all hear from fighters, man, that's a career killer. Inactivity is a career killer. You get what I'm saying? So Frank Martin ain't really dealing with that. And he looked like he been focused. He been staying in shape and everything since, he been staying in shape since. You know what I mean? Frank Martin been keeping himself in pretty good shape. Check him out.
Wow, this is a strip club. Who is this nigga next to me in here showing off? I came to look for some Utopia box and they put me next to a boxer. Big fella here in there fucking up your plans. You gonna have to go bad for bad. I just told them to put young rich nigga on my sign too. They might as well not even waste their time. I don't want that bottle or that food. The money gonna be gone by the time they get back. It ain't gonna be no Don Julio Actifulio. It's gonna be have a beer and get up out of here. Then what this nigga looking over here for? I came to enjoy life. You came to change lives. He wanna come in here and throw money after he just fought Javante Davis. You should have been throwing punches, nigga. They thought they was about to have Don Julio above their head. Not today, the money on the ground. Okay, let's regroup. He going back in that bag? Oh, this where my journey in. My little stack getting fiend. Hey, Frank, tell them niggas what money look like. And listen to the DJ hoe ass hyping him up to embarrass me in here. I'm not even throwing money no more at this point. I'm throwing rent. This diabolical. Big fella got my pockets in here falling off the bone. And baby girl throwing up the middle finger because I ran out of money. Girl, fuck you too. I ain't got it. Oh, he treat me like I was just here shaking ass. He think I'm leaving. I'm finna be in the parking lot. Hands up, money on the ground. I'm finna rob all these niggas.
So as y'all can see, Frank Martin healthy. He living life. He partying. You get me? He having fun. You know what I mean? Ain't got a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, BC, what it do, family? How you feeling? Book, how you feeling? Since you know. What's good with it? Rolling with the punches. What's good, fam? James Anderson, what's good with us? I got you, bro. We will see. So we got to see, man. We got to see. Shout out to my guy, Rolling, man. That was Ha Davis, man. And Frank Martin was in the strip club making it rain. So, look, you know that bag. Frank Martin got that bag up. He fought Tank Davis, man. Life good for him. But, nah, Frank, all jokes aside, Frank Martin, what I like about him is he a guy that stay in shape. I never seen Frank Martin the entire time I've been watching his career. I never seen him out of shape. You know what I mean? He got a lot of muscle, but I think that's just how he built. But he always keep himself relatively in shape, and I think that's good. So he pretty much stay ready, so he ain't got to get ready type deal. That's Frank Martin. So I do think, he'll be ready to go. There is some good to take from the Tank fight. I know it was a knockout loss, but he did do some things well. I know it's, some shit he could learn because, he did go some rounds before he got stopped. And he did, like I say, he did very well in the fight. He didn't just get completely blown out the water. He did get sunk and drowned, but, he did relatively well, fairly well until the waters got too deep for him. And then the rest was history. But this a different fight, different challenge, but another puncher, right? Another puncher. After taking a knockout loss, right? Is his punch resistance compromised now, right? Is the fact that he been knocked out in his last fight gonna make him extra brave against Frank Martin, right? Is that gonna make Edwin brave? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna really go for it now that he ain't do nothing? He had a fight with Shakur where everybody's seen him kind of just stand right in front of him, ain't do much, and just complain about him running and ain't do nothing to change it, right? So he dealing with that. So he was part of a stinker. He gotta show something too. Yeah, Frank Martin might have got knocked out, but Frank Martin showed up and he did his best. He was fighting. He was fighting until he wasn't. What, right? Wasn't he? Frank Martin was fighting until he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a damn good job. So he could always take that loss and learn from it and apply it to his next fight. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if he fighting any demons, it's gonna make this fight tricky for him. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be hesitant to get hit, right? Or is he still gonna be Frank Martin? So anybody with Devin fight have to sign up for 24/7 testing. I'm not sure, but we're gonna talk about him too, because I got some clips and some interviews and stuff from Devin, man. He was doing some chatting, man. So we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to him too. Thomas Hill, my guy, man. What's good with it? I said you should have been throwing punches, Ninja. Yeah, man. Davis, leave it to him to always make a good joke out of something, man. So yeah, man. I hope, and this is my hopes, I hope this is the last time that we got to get a date for a potential Errol Spence and Fundora fight. I think anything anything past this point, I feel like they should scrap it. And that's where I'm gonna go with it. JC was good with it, fam. How you feeling? If they can't find a way to get this fight and put this fight together on March 29th, and you need another date to come out for it to come to fruition, I think they just need to go in another direction, bro. Seriously. And I said this in a older stream. I don't got all the answers. I'm not knocking the PBC and anything they got going on or how they moving, but it just seems to me like they didn't have a real plan once Errol Spence lost. Part of the reason I feel like they ain't had no real plan is because what he did when he gave us that Terrence Crawford fight wasn't even their plans. I think that was his. I think that was his doing. I think that was a fight that he wanted. I ain't gonna say he wanted it by himself, but I'm pretty sure, I'm confident in saying he wanted that fight more than his advisors and anybody else around him. He the guy that wanted that fight for sure. You know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate to see that all it took was for him to lose one time. Preferably it'd be a fight where it wasn't in y'all plans for him to take it, but he did it anyway. And it's like he's almost been punished for taking a tough ass fight against the best fighter in the world, in Terrence Crawford, right? With him getting these flimsy dates where they're being switched, pushed back. I just hope this is the last announcement. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dan Rayfield. Shout out to Della Santos and Frank Martin, man. If they're going to fight on this card that's not done yet, I hope so, man. It's a great doubleheader. You get a chance to see man down bounce back as a unit. And I said this before. I don't know who the hell Errol Spence trainer is, but, man, if any blood been shed between him and Derek James, man, they need to patch it up. Edwin should be glad to fight somebody. Or Frank should be guaranteed entertainment. Yeah, now he can't make no excuse, right, B-Dog, for somebody running from him, right? Shout out to my baby girl. Yes, man, somebody put the color in the chat. Forever G's, what it do, fam? How you feeling? Diabolical to put Frank in with Del Santos right now. It's crazy, right? I respect him. Tough fight, ain't it? It wasn't about the loss. It was about the leverage they lost. Yeah, that too. I mean, yeah, I'll say that more so than the loss, right? Because the loss you could recover from, but the leverage they lost was something that they ain't quite recovered just yet. You get what I'm saying? That put the belts went dispersed. You get what I'm saying, bro? After that loss, the belts went to all one person, and then they end up going dispersed. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Boots on the other side of things, so he could potentially snatch up belt. Yeah, it got crazy over there. So I think you're right. I think you spot on. Santos versus Martin. Yeah, man. It's a damn good fight, man. It's a damn good fight for boxing. And this would be a good doubleheader, man. Put EJ and this man Frank the Ghost Martin on the same card, man. Against a puncher. Woo! Gotta give Frank some credit, man. Frank said, hell, I get in there with him. He negotiate with him, so he obviously serious, man. Frank ain't for play, man. He said that Tank Davis wasn't nothing, bro. That was light. Frank said that was light. He definitely coming back, bro. That was light. Don't even worry about that. That was light work. You know what I'm saying? He be back. He be back. You know? Gertz. I thought Frank said he didn't know about this yesterday. He probably did, but who knows, man? I don't know what Frank said. I ain't catch his Twitter. I ain't follow it. But it ain't like they said this fight was done. So, you know. But I want to see it, though. If they can make it, I would love to see it, bro. If they can make this fight, this is good for boxing. This is Frank. Yeah, you wouldn't know about it. Get your ass in there and prove it, man. You know what I'm saying? Frank, get back on the horse, Frank. You know what I'm saying? Get back on the horse, Frankie. But we'll see. Like I said, y'all, I just hope. Yeah, I'd love to see it, bro. I don't know. I didn't catch his Twitter, though. He probably did say he didn't know about it. Because this happened a lot with these fighters, but I'll say this too. Sometimes they're honest when they're saying that, but sometimes they be lying. Like I've seen people announce like fighters' fight dates or ask them about a date and they'll say no. And then they'll announce the date 2 days later. It'd be the same date that they just said wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Technique was good with it, fam. Hey, Frank B. Santos, get the winner in Rob versus Russell Jr. PBC special as a Tank knock you out and you move up. That's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. But it probably it could end up happening like that, bro. It could end up happening like that. You just never know. You just never know. You never know. Something I wanted to talk about real quick too. That's going on. If y'all didn't see this already, shout out to LWBoxing. The IBF ordered this fight between Morrell and Abdulayev. I hate his last name, but they're allowing, Vasil, they granted Lomachenko a medical exemption. So they're allowing him to keep his title, I guess, for now. And these two guys gonna fight for IBF, but I can already see the play. If Loma don't fight again because of his back, you already know what's about to happen. The winner of this fight end up fighting just like Dub me and him was talking about. The winner of this fight fighting the winner of Keyshawn and Baranchik. Loma for unification. I could see it. I could really see it. I could see that happening right now. I really could. Especially if Loma don't fight again because of his back. Raymond Moratai would definitely be the favorite in this fight. He'd be expected to win. If he is to go out there and get that win, yeah, I could see that happening. I could see it happening. You know what I mean? And shout out to Dub, because he said, furthermore, felt like the winner of this fight would possibly end up elevated. So if they fight for the IBF interim, you've seen that happen before, and then somebody get elevated to the full champion. Then they'll make the winner of this fight and the winner of Keyshawn and Baranchik for unification. If you Bob Arum, you win either way. They're your guys. So you get what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how boxing works, but that's just something that I came across, man, that I could see happening. You know what I'm saying? Loma, once you start talking back issues, what is Loma, 36? Yeah, like they're writing already on the wall. How much longer is he truly going to stick around if he got some lingering ass back issues to the point where it's keeping him not only out of fights, but at the same time, you got to be given medical exemptions and stuff like that. Like, once I start hearing that, like, yeah, you probably just holding on to the belt long enough for this fight to take place. Then you probably going to say after some time, you probably realize that it's time for you to retire or whatever. You had a good career. Then they're going to elevate the winner of this fight, which is probably going to be Raymond Moratai, and they're going to be fighting the winner of Baranchik and Keyshawn Davis, and I think Keyshawn going to win that fight. I ain't saying it got to be easy for him, but I think he's going to win that fight convincingly, in my opinion, and I think he'll be the champion. I think you can end up getting a great fight out of this, because if we get Keyshawn and Moratai, I love it. I love it. That didn't stop you. I'm going with the other guy on GP. Politics unite. You know it. 2 cents. Trey Smith, what it do, my guy? You feeling? Rolly was good. Don't got no back issues. He doesn't Tank Davis. He typical soft European. Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think it's nothing typical about Loma. You get what I'm saying? In all fairness, I don't think it's nothing typical about him. The man is one of the best amateurs ever. You know what I'm saying? I think we all know what his amateur record is. Close to 400 amateur wins, couple losses. Get what I'm saying? 2 gold medals. Nah, I just don't think that guys participate in boxing that much of their life. They've been that dedicated to be scared, right? For me, I go the more sensible route. Look how long he been boxing. He had 2 trips in the Olympics. Both gold medal, both times he turned pro at like 26. He 36 now. You get what I'm saying? He put a lot of miles on his body early. I think it's a real chance that he could just be breaking down. And you think about it, they put their body through a lot of wear and tear. He's had injuries in the past too. You know what I mean? Surgery here, surgery there. Like, back issues is a real thing. Like, back issues took Dimitri Pirog out of boxing, and he was undefeated. Had one of the biggest wins that he could have got over Danny Jacobs, knocked him out, and the back issues took him out the game. You get what I'm saying? So I think when Loma say that, I think it's real. I know fans, they devastated to hear that, oh, you're not fighting, it's his back. Like, think about it. I heard people question that it's not his back. I heard people say, oh, he want to spend time with his family. That's just fans talking like fans. Y'all not the ones taking weeks and months and years out of y'all life missing from y'all family because y'all sacrificing for y'all family. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. He live in the Ukraine. Think about where his fights be at, because they're not in the Ukraine. You get what I'm saying? So think about all the time he spent away. Somebody say they want to be around their family. I think that's real. If he say he's been injured, I think it's real. I don't think he's scared of Tank. I just think that's silly, like to be scared of somebody. But that's an opportunity. But you also don't take it if you got some lingering back issues. It's not a fight you want to go into if you're being smart. So I think business and politics going to do their thing. I think Loma might sit around on the sideline, hold on to that belt long enough for this fight to come to fruition, take place. I think and then by that point, he'll been done decided if he's coming back or if he's not. I'm gonna lean towards him not coming back because again, he's only getting older. The fight's only gonna get tougher. He already in a weight class where he arguably is not, is too big for him. You know what I mean? At 35, so I wouldn't be surprised if the last time we seen Loma was against Cambosis. Yeah, I don't think he's scared of Tank. Loma fought 400 amateur fights. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't do that being scared, but I think listen to Tank, bro. I always say this. Like any other time, people would like to listen to what the fighters say. I wonder why nobody highlighted the fact that Tank Davis himself, said, I think Loma, his body was breaking down. Like we put our bodies through so much stuff. And he was even saying, I feel as though he just wasn't in the mood. Like he kind of leveled with Loma. Like I feel him. Like that's why I said to the people, like, notice Tank Davis didn't sound like heartbroken over not getting the fight. He ain't sound frustrated about that. People made that up. He ain't frustrated by that. He understood it. He like, bro, man, we put our bodies through so much, man. Like, and he even talking about retiring and he younger. You get what I'm saying? He but 6 years or so younger. And he mentioned retirement. So just think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's deeper than ducking and it's deeper than being scared. But I know as fight fans, sometimes we don't level with the fighters. We just like, man, BS, you just don't want to fight. And I know it can seem like that, but nah, man, I think injuries are part of boxing. I think these dudes fight a lot of these fights with injuries. We just don't always hear about it. But I think that you get to a point where you really start to wear and tear, bro. You start to feel the you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Talib, what's good with it, bro? Think about it. You boxing since you 5-6 years old and you 36. You get what I'm saying? They put so much on their bodies before they even get turn pro. And we don't take that into account. So when I start hearing a guy talking about, we got thinking he was talking about retiring around the Haney fight. The Haney fight, he was talking about retirement. Even before the Cambosis fight. You know what I'm saying? Hannibal was good with it. So you got to think. On one end, you've been 1 foot out, halfway think about retirement. On the other end, you got injuries. You get what I'm saying? And then another part is you still a world champion. So it's like, what move do I make? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? You got to do something that makes sense. And for him, it might not be the money. It might not be worth it. Sacrificing his body again. You get what I'm saying? He might not want to do it again. You got to think. Like I said, I brought up Dimitri Pirog for a reason. Go look at how old or how young he was when he retired. I think he was still in his 20s. You get what I'm saying? Like that. Back injuries hit different, especially in boxing, bro. They take you up out of here. Shit, in any sport, you be hearing people have back injuries. They usually shortcut their career. That shit is real. So that's just me trying to be, more than just a fight fan and be selfish and want to see the fights, right? I get it. We all wanted that fight. We wanted to see it bad for Tank because the ones that really rock with him, we would have got a chance to see him really go out there and prove it against a guy that they was acting like he can't beat, right? Acting like he ducking. Aisha, blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? So you would have the opportunity to see that. But I get it. It's frustrating, but I still got to be real enough to hear, acknowledge what the fighter is saying and just see it for what it is. Now, I can see if Tank probably was like, man, he fronting. And maybe he took a different approach, but he was right in line. He was like, bro, I get it. Like, he basically like, I get it. On to the next. You get what I'm saying? And more football. NFL players retire early. Yeah. Big Baby want to retire. Tank want to retire. I'm telling you. They already be seeing it writing on the wall. Because, again, at some point, you want to be normal again. And I think when you dedicate your life to the sport of boxing the way a lot of these fighters have, like you get to a point where it's a lot that you're just not able to do because you've constantly been locked in and giving everything you got to boxing. And I think they do get to a point where they just want to live, kind of. You know what I mean? Buy for retirement, yeah, it's brutal, and you can't play it. You get what I'm saying? You can't play boxing. Yes, Eagle and Haney's beefing. Yeah, I seen that too. I'm gonna get to a hand dog. What it do? Bro, it's a tough fight. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, man. Oh my God. If fires shut down sports in Cali or in Ukraine is enough to hamper sports there, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Like, you gotta think, I've heard people clown Loma about wanting to spend time with his family. Like, now they questioning if he even hurt. It's crazy. Boxing is tough, man. Boxing fans, we question everything. Like, we skeptical for all the wrong reasons. I don't think the guy is the type to lie about some stuff, right? The timing couldn't be worse, but it is what it is, man. We still got to fight March 1st. And I think Loma, low key, with him possibly or potentially leaving boxing and vacating his title, bro, it'll make room for another fight. You know what I'm saying? If he out with the old and with the new, he had a hell of a career, bro. Very accomplished. One of the best amateurs to ever do it. He could retire right now. He good. You know what I'm saying? He good. But it'll make room for fights like this. You got Morrell and this guy Zaur. You know what I mean? He got knocked out. I think this was Devin Haney knockout victim. So I'm not picking him to beat Morrell. ETB was good with it, bro. How you feeling? He said, never questioned my trainer and fight Loma back then. I always thought it was strategic, intentional, not so much on his part, but his people, for sure. Or just call it what it is, TBE. He didn't want to make that fight. Especially when I heard him say that Loma was like 10 years older than Tank, I was like, yeah, 10, 11 years. He said something crazy. I was like, what? How old he think Loma is? When I heard Floyd say that, and I was like, yeah, that's telling me right there you will never try to make that fight because you already think he old as hell now. He definitely ain't going to make it no years down the line. So I think it was a window where it could have been made earlier, but I just don't think he ever even had intentions on trying to make the fight. He talked about it or flirted about it here or there, but he ain't never try to make that fight. He ain't never try to make it. Shout out to my guy, Everything Boxing. Until I see, I got my notifications on. I didn't get to watch the video, but see, that's what I don't like. We got to talk about this. Well, let me get this off the screen. So look, like I said, this fight takes place. The IBF ordered this. I feel like Raymond Morrell wins this fight. I feel like Keyshawn beats Baranchik. If Loma retires at that point, possibly like he probably gonna do, then he'll get one of the, Morrell get elevated to the full IBF champion and him and Keyshawn fight. So I could see that. I could see that happening. But real quick, man, I got to double back to this because I just seen bro video. And that's exactly what's going on with Errol Spence. See, somebody else came in here and said Frank Martin said he didn't know about this fight. Now he's saying Errol Spence said the same thing. If that's the case, that's exactly what I mean about Errol. The more I see stuff like this, the worse it is for me in my mind. Like, then the worse it's gonna be for him. If he's saying that he don't know anything about March 29th, Frank Martin saying they don't know about March 29th, it's just bad. It's just all bad. You get what I'm saying? At what point do you get back in the ring? And if you keep getting out these dates that keep coming out and not coming to fruition, it's just making it look bad on their behalf. They don't have nothing. They don't have no plan. I'm gonna just call it what it is, man. They don't have no what's the name? They don't have no plan. He said that's crazy, right? And I think Dan Rayfield would be a solid guy. I don't think he'd just come out and try to lie. But see, my problem is the fact that we even keep getting the wrong date for Errol Spence. Like, at what point do he come back? You get what I'm saying? At what point do he come back? We gonna keep speculating all wrong dates, bro. Every date that come out be a wrong date. He just sitting on the sideline, chilling, enjoying family. You know what I mean? The time flying by, bro. And they keep talking about him coming back fighting this dude. Sometimes I see that. I see that sometimes with fighters. PJ's Big Dog, what's good with it? Adam, what up with it, fam? Petition for Crawford versus Mayweather. Enough with the Cordy exhibitions. Said that's not his day or the location. So I think he has something lined up. See? That's what I hate it. So my thing is like the fact that we keep getting these bad dates and inaccurate dates. It's just to me, it don't seem like it's a good sign. Name a time in Errol Spence's career he ever had to deal with this, y'all. He ever had to deal with this? Where he not getting the dates? Did he ever have to deal with this? Where he not getting dates and time and he can't just do him? Get what I'm saying? Today in this day, EJ best bet is to stay away from Fundora, and that's my guy. Hey, you know what? Low key. Hey, low key, this could be a blessing in disguise, bro. I said this before. I was saying this earlier. Remember, I was saying this. If this date don't happen on this date, I think they should just go in other directions and scrap the fight. This fight giving me those like the Stan Jonas, Virgil Ortiz vibes all over again. Like every time the fight gets scheduled, it don't happen. Then it just end up not happening at all. And Virgil Ortiz went up to the 54. Get what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting with this one. So unless they say something soon, I don't know what to think about this, man. I'm starting to feel like they should just go ahead and leave this fight alone. Go find another fight for Errol Spence. Go let Fundora do what he gonna do. Then the WBO said they're not sanctioning this. They're not allowing they title to be on the line or something like that for this fight. So I don't know. IBN was good with it. I hope that Edwin Frank fight is true. They both saying it's not though. They both saying it's not. So I always throw a question mark, bro. I know how boxing get, man. I know how boxing get because they don't want any news out too soon. It could be, yo. It's possible, B-Dog. There's that slight possibility, bro. There's a slight possibility where they like, it could be not. But I you know what? If they saying it's not the date, not the location, then I feel like that's what it is then. So I hope when he say that that's not the date and location that they actually got one. Because we tired of the misinformation. That's why I said it looked bad, man. I'm gonna say it, man. They didn't have no get back strategy. They didn't have no plan for Errol Spence losing. They didn't have no plan for him losing. I'm gonna just go out on a limb. That's just my own personal theory and thoughts. And it's no slighter shade to them, but I just don't think they anticipated him losing when he did, especially the way he did. Just like Behind the Hand said, the leverage that they lost with the fight being lost too. It's not just the L alone. Leverage. That think about how all the belts got dispersed. He ain't had a comeback plan since he lost to me, bro. We've been hearing everything but the truth, bro. We've been hearing everything but the truth when it comes to his fights. And I don't think that's his fault at all. He went out giving us the fight he was supposed to give us. I don't feel like he should have to, run through the ringer and getting bullshit dates being released and people expecting to see him. And then just for him to come out and say that's not true. It's just a waste of time at this point. I'm starting to think they need to scrap this fight. Need to scrap it. Maybe that's the blessing in disguise. The fact that this fight ain't happened yet, maybe you need to go in another direction. People might not want to hear it, but maybe that's a sign to go in another direction and make a different fight. Because for whatever reason, this shit ain't happening. I don't got all the answers. I don't know if it's on the business side. Is it anything with Errol? But it don't seem like it's him because the last time he spoke, remember he responded to one of the fans on Twitter. And he said he ain't heard from nobody in months. But then he posted a cryptic tweet saying like coming soon or something he said. So I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel like they need to scrap this fight, bro. Starting to feel like they need to scrap it. And just go in another direction, man. Let Fundora fight somebody else, bro. Let EJ fight somebody else. Let Fundora fight somebody else. It was her Cowboy Stadium from the jump. It's Fundora so much as it's the belts. I think it's PBC ever since Al stepped away a while. They've been moving dates and canceling dates. Yeah, Aisha, and I think Showtime stepping out really changed the game for them. There's no way I could think any different. I think Showtime stepping away from boxing changed everything. I think they forced to do business a much different way than what they was doing it before, obviously. Because you've never seen something like this. Like, think about it. We got like 5 or 6 fights from them last time, right? You got 5 or 6 fights. You hear about Al Heyman not being right. You hear about his health not being right. You clearly know something different is going on with the way they've been moving. You see it. You see the way it's going, right? You see the way this shit is going where you've never seen Errol Spence go through a period of time where you got at least, I don't want to exaggerate, how many dates we got with this Fundora? Even if they never came to full, how many supposed dates? Maybe at least 3? Might be 3 to my count. 29th. You got about 3 different times they say they were supposed to fight and they never did. You get what I'm saying? Not one time did they fight. Not once. Not one time did they fight. Shit is crazy. It's crazy. I think they should just say the hell with the fight, bro. They should just say the hell with it and go fight somebody else. They both need to go in a different direction, bro. They both need to go in a different direction. Shout out to Melon Queen. How you feeling? EJ needs a tune-up. That's what I'm saying. I think at this point, you need to just use this as the blessing in disguise that it is, bro. Use it as a blessing in disguise, bro. Don't fight Fundora. And that ain't no, I ain't saying duck and cherry pick or none of that. But go in a different direction, bro. Go in a different direction. I think low-key, I think he's gotten every sign that he's needed to do something different. Think about it. You had the situation where Ortiz and Stanionis, right? Ortiz and Stanionis, that fell apart, like 3 times? It eventually led to Ortiz being weird, 54, right? Somewhere he needed to be. Maybe Errol Spence don't need to be in the ring March 29th or no date, period. Whether it's March 29th, April 29th, maybe he don't need to be in the ring with no Fundora coming off no Terrence Crawford loss. And mad inactivity being in his, about mid-30s? I don't know. Maybe not. 29 Golden Boy cards, 30-plus Matchroom cards, and 5 PBC cards. Yeah, something different, bro. Something definitely different. Fighting the same day, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fought on. Right. Yeah, I'm telling right. Spence want them belts. Motown what it do. He said, I think EJ needs a tune-up. Of course he do. I think they need to use this opportunity right now. They need to use this opportunity right now to do exactly that. To get a tune-up for that man, bro. He ain't above a tune-up, bro. I don't care what nobody say. EJ ain't above no damn tune-up, y'all. He ain't above getting a tune-up in at all, bro. He can get a tune-up in, man. I don't know who would be a tune-up at 54, but I'm pretty sure they could find somebody. It's already some issue with one of the sanctioning bodies not wanting to allow EJ to fight for their belt. I'm telling you, the writing is all on the wall. He got all types of signs as to why he need to go do something different. That ain't about being soft. It's about being smart. Listen, I'm at the end of the day, I can't control what move EJ make. Whatever he do as a fighter, I rock with it, right? But at the end of the day, I think if he looking to be in boxing longer than just his next fight, he need to really strongly consider if Fundora is the move. And that's just being real. I ain't saying he's soft. I ain't saying cherry pick. I ain't saying don't fight him, run from him. None of that. I'm saying be realistic. You had a hell of a career. How many more fights are you looking to have? That's what I would want to know. How many more fights? Because if you looking at life beyond Fundora, is that the next fight for you? Seriously. Because if you get pummeled in that fight, or you get what I'm trying to say? You don't look the way you're supposed to look. It don't look, you get what I'm saying? You don't perform, and then he dangerous. You take the wrong kind of beating. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. So that's what I would like to know. How many more fights he want to fight? You get what I'm saying? You got to have an ideal right now. Got to. Are you just trying to come back to prove to the people that you get what I'm saying? What you doing? Because that's a risky ass fight. I'm telling you, that's a dangerous fight to take, bro. It's a dangerous fight to take. For event already for start of 2025. Yeah, PBC. I did hear that, the 2025 was going to be much stronger than, the 24, but we still getting BS news about Spence fights. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. EJ versus Tony Harris is the most safe fight. Bring Tony back. EJ said Fundora is the tune-up. Shit, EJ better knock it off. We ain't no damn fools now. We ain't no fools. But look, like I said, man, shout out to Everything Boxing, bro. He was on it, they said, and I think Gertz came in here and mentioned it too. So if that fight ain't happening, bro, if those fights are not happening, it's just more of the same. Bad news from Spence and him sitting on the sideline posting pictures of his family and videos. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but it seemed like the last place he about to be is a boxing ring to keep it a buck. Seem like we gonna see him. You don't see EJ by the first quarter of next year. He definitely better not think about fighting Fundora. Just leave that fight alone, bro. It is what it is. I'm being realistic. You asking yourself to come back and fight a guy that could, you know, from a size standpoint and a reach standpoint, height and reach, he could compete from anywhere from 154 to heavyweight. Now you about to come back and fight him after getting pummeled in a fight, and we ain't seen you since then, and you got to have a new trainer? Nah, don't even do it to yourself, man. That'd, like I said, that'd be a legal handicap match. A legal handicap, and I'm not calling EJ handicap. I'm just saying I feel like the deck would be stacked up against him so high, it'd be almost an impossible task. And almost anybody could lose. I want to believe in him, but at some point, like I said, y'all, when it's too much, he been through a lot of shit. Now he got to deal with bullshit, phony dates, and just more inactivity, getting older, another weight class, trainer, 6'5" guy that like to fight in close, sharp ass elbows. You gotta worry about if this guy decides to fight from distance, what that's gonna look like. It's just so many things to consider, and it's like, bro, man, we can't even get you a warm-up fight, which is tough, man. Like, that's not gonna be a warm-up fight. That could really be the difference between seeing them and not seeing them no more in the boxing ring, for real, for real. I feel you, Aisha. I'm with you, man. I'm definitely rocking with Big Fish, but I just know it's tough. Like the legacy, man. Shout out to you, bro. MAW said, hello, boxing fan. Shout out to you, fam. How you feeling? Yeah, I you know, the optimism in me, I want to believe that for him, but I'm just like, just thinking with my brain, like, bro, this gonna be tough. That's all I know. And I keep saying it. Look, he ain't no damn Terrence Crawford. He ain't no damn Fundora, ain't no damn Terrence Crawford, not by sure. Not by far, you know what I'm saying? But damn, Errol Spence ain't no spring chicken either. And this is accidents later. This is a loss later. This is inactivity, a weight class, etc., etc. It's just like, damn. It's like, my biggest concern, I'll say this, man, before we move on, because we got to talk about Haney. Haney been making some appearances, doing some interviews, you know, doing workouts and things of that nature. We're going to get to that in a second, but I'll say this. My biggest concern with Errol Spence fight with Fundora, y'all, is not just what we all understand Errol Spence went through physically, right? Outside the ring, the accidents, inside the ring, torn retina, bad beatdown, all of these things, right? Biggest concern is when I look at the entirety of the fight, there's almost nowhere where I can like settle my mind and I see a clear-cut advantage for Errol Spence. That's going to be significant enough to make me, you know, feel as though he got the better chance to win, other than just being a supporter of his and wanting that for him, right? I want to see him get his hand raised, no doubt, but it's like, damn, bro. This is the first time for me, I think, in any fight where I could look and say, I don't see where the advantages are at all, right? Do y'all say, am I tripping? Where are the advantages at for Errol Spence in this fight? Experience? Like, is that even going to be the factor? You get what I'm saying at this stage? So it's like, outside of that, like there's no advantage. I'm looking like, damn, like it's crazy. The longer I think about it, I'm like, shit, it's a tough ass fight. So I don't know. I'm gonna believe what the fighters are saying if they both in agreement saying they don't know nothing about March 29th. I'm gonna go ahead and scrap it. But I'm gonna say, yo, I think that's the final sign. Nail in the coffin. EJ, go fight somebody else and then fight Fundora. You know what I'm saying? If that's even an option. Yeah, he don't have him, and that's the first time I've ever seen that. I think in any fight where you just think, or you look at it and you like, damn, ain't no advantage, and it's tough everywhere. So I don't know. I'm still rocking with him. That's the supporter in me, but you know, me just thinking about it and not being, you know, not thinking with my heart, man. This is gonna be one of his toughest fights physically, man. And he's going to have to answer all of those questions that we have for him as fight fans. And he's going to have to answer all the questions that he had for himself, because there's no way you go through a fight like that with Terrence Crawford and you don't have questions for yourself as a fighter, right? I think that's only normal. So he's going to have to answer all the questions on one night that the fans had for him to be successful, and himself as well. It's just an uphill battle, but hopefully just, you know, hopefully we get a vintage performance, body shot knockout, something, right? Yeah, chop the tree down, right? Yeah, hopefully we get that. Hopefully we get that. He is the body snatcher. Maybe return. But I just know how tough that's going to be. We're going to keep rolling. Y'all hit the like button for me. We're going to keep doing what we do. Let's get to it. Maybe having, what you say? Maybe I gotten the clearance. His advisor's looking for to make another fight. Could be a multitude of things. Yeah, it could be anything, Thomas. It could be anything. But you know what I do wonder as a fight fan, though? At this point, I wonder what the holdup is. Would it be on their side or his? Would it be him still getting things right on his side, or is it them? You know what I mean? Because when he say he ain't heard nothing in months, that's kind of concerning. I'm like, damn, nobody said nothing to you in months about a fight or potentially returning to the ring or nothing to that effect. You just out here. So that's what I hate. But like I said, ultimately, man, I just don't think he got no advantages. It's going to be physically toughest fight of his career, I think. EJ bounced so long. Inactivity, yeah, that's the biggest problem. Inactivity, new trainer. And then it's like it's so many hurdles and obstacles before you get back to the ring. Before you even get to the fighter, it's so many questions to answer. So I don't know, man. Ain't not much I can say about that, but I'm rocking with him. But I think this was a sign that you should go in another direction. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to EJ, but I doubt that March 29th date is it. And more BS news, man. More BS news. Let's keep rolling, though, man, because we got to talk about Sir Devin Haney, man. Based on Tank's press conference, EJ press conference, going to be a middle school auditorium. Yeah, man. And that's another thing, too. That's how you know things are different, too. You know what I mean? I think if you just look at or you listen to some of the frustration with Tank, I think some of it is business related, and you just see how different things feel, right? This is a much different build to any of his fights. So things are just different. It's not about, or because of the fighters. I just think business definitely changed over there, and you could see it. And people seeing it in real time. That's why I think they getting criticized the way they are. Boom, boom, boom. Let's keep rolling though, man, because Haney did a little media workout over there in London, and I see, people have some different takes on this. I noticed that the Haney's been going at it with boxing ego lately, man. The Haney's been going at it, man. Boxing ego had this whole description of why he felt like Haney went over there to the UK. Haney had to fire back, man. He said he had a newborn baby, man. So I'll say this. What I think is going on right now, you clearly see the way the American fan base is handling or treating Haney since the 420 fight with Ryan. You would have thought he was the guy that popped dirty and all that type of stuff, right? He's just the guy that was a victim of somebody popping dirty and the guy that sued, right? And then because of it, I think people held him in a negative light. And I think he got a lot of people questioning what he is or what he is not at this point. And I don't know. I think he just went to go put himself in front of a different audience. Maybe they could see him, see how they perceive him over there. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up having a fight over there somewhere with somebody, because it'd be right on par with that level of opponent that he'd need to get back in there. Now, I don't know who he could fight, but I could say that maybe this is a positive thing for him, right? I mean, people did show up. If you look in this video,
Yeah.
a lot of, nice little crowd of people out there watching.
6.
At least he got somebody that wants.
7. 7. Very good. Very good. Beautiful.
Big. Yo, bro did the bow. Bro bowed down. Bro did 2 drills on the pad. He bowed down. Haney funny as hell. Bro did 2 drills on the pads and went and did a bow. Funny as hell, man. But I ain't mad at him for this. I think this could be, I don't think it's too many negatives to take away from this, right? He been out the ring. You need people to see him. For better or for worse, you need people to hold him in a positive light. Maybe it's a reason he went over here. He alluded to in his message to Ego that maybe he went over here for something or somebody specifically. So maybe it's an opportunity that he's seeking out over there. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like at the end of the day, if people think your reputation is trash, you got to do something about it. And tweeting ain't gonna do it. So people need to physically see you. So I think. And I'm an optimist, y'all, so I'm looking at the good in this. You got people out there. They got their cameras out. They checking for you. They happy to see you. It looked like a positive reception, right? That's a win in and of itself for him because everything up until this point been pretty negative. Like this is the first time since 420 that I've seen a crowd be around him, and it's just positive. Ain't nobody saying nothing or heckling him. So this could be a start to something. I don't know, but I think the bigger story is what did he go over here for? I can't speculate. I mean, I could speculate. I don't know what he went over here for. Like I said, maybe it's to, get in front of a different audience, and maybe it's an opportunity over that way for him. But I say he definitely need a tune-up fight. I don't care what he talking about. I seen 420. I understood the Osterling was present, but I understood you got your ass touched up pretty good. So you need to get back. Yeah, I think keeping his name relevant. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just be hearing people joking like for the wrong style. I don't see the negative in this. I don't see how this could be a bad thing. Von D Gaming said, Haney, face of boxing. Shout out to you, Von D. You think so? He one of the most talked about fighters in the sport for sure. But see, that's the thing. That doesn't translate into like being a star. Just because you talked about, you get what I'm saying? And most of the conversation been negative. This is probably one of the few places that you'll come where the conversation ain't going to be 100% negative or mostly negative on them. I ain't really got nothing bad to say. I mean, getting beat up is part of the game. It's how you bounce back. I've been saying it for ever since it happened that I think you can bounce back. I'm just ready to see it. I'm tired of hearing about the lawsuit. I'm tired of hearing about the left hook. I'm tired of hearing about Osterling and all that. That stuff is old. Like, it's all old news right now. None of it is new. So I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to see what he's going to do to get himself back. All right, you made a mistake. You got touched up in a fight. It didn't work out in your favor. It got changed to a no contest. So to a certain degree, you got to win out of this situation, right? Where you were able to come back out and defend your O again. So that's all. I just want to see who you going to fight. I think it should be somebody reasonable that you could kind of, work the kinks out on. You should be able to shake off the ring rust, get your legs back under you, get a solid win before you got to go back into the deep end. That's just my thoughts if he want to bounce back. But it's up to him. It's up to him and his team. Shout out to Ambrose. He got that walkthrough bag. Right. John, we said they out there for Ring Magazine convention. Possibly. But my thing is, why do the media work out? I can't say this is something that I always see him do. He actually did a little workout for them people. So, and then he did several little interviews as well that I'm about to get to. So I don't know, man. Look, it's good to see him in the ring. His weight don't look like it's crazy up. That's a plus because he said he a fat kid at heart. So he like to eat. At least he keeping his weight down. That's the most he can do in this situation. The lawsuit is going to be what it's going to be. People opinions is going to be what they are. He can't change that. The only thing he could change is the trajectory of his career since the Ryan Garcia fight. And I think he do that by getting back in the ring. So all I'm saying is this is a start. You know what I mean? It's very early, but this is a start. You know what I mean? Now he need to figure out if they ain't already figured out. He need to figure out who he gonna fight and when he coming back. He said March, right? He said March he'll be coming back. So I'm assuming at some point he'll announce something. Great look, fans will show up. Yeah, appreciate you despite you took the L in the last fight. Yeah, it's a good look. It's a good look. Nah, man. Haney and Mayweather hate, that's totally different. Mayweather hate, he manufactured his hate and turned it into dollars. He marketed hate into dollars. All right. He turned the fact that people didn't like him into, money. I'm not saying Haney ain't doing that at all, because I'm pretty sure it's some people that show up to his fights hoping he lose, just like any other fighter. But it's nowhere near on that level, because he not on that level, respectfully. That's a whole different ball game. A lot of the Haney hate is fans of his just perceiving people on YouTube or social media to be haters of his whenever we call out anything. But I don't think his hate is nowhere near the level of Mayweather. It's not even close. Not even close. You get what I'm saying? Like, Mayweather really had the imagination of the people. Like, he really had people hoping and praying that he lost, betting against him, even though all he did was prove you wrong every single time. That shit totally different. Like, the Haney hate only goes so far. And what I'll say is, look, I'll use this current situation as a prime example. The way people talk about him on YouTube and social media and comments, live streams, different things like that, you'll think everybody hate him. But here he is showing up over there in London, right, to do a little media workout for these people. And they packed up in the room watching him with their cameras out, clapping, taking pictures, and smiling. You get what I'm saying? You would think that nobody would show up based on what they tell you on social media. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is social media is not the reality. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And on the flip end, you see it as well with Ryan. On social media wise, he got all these millions and millions of followers. You would think that he would be the biggest ticket seller. It don't translate. So it's not the same. So the same way that hate for Haney that's online don't translate to the real world, the attention that Ryan receives on social media, you know what I mean, as far as people following him and TikToks and all that shit, it don't translate to him being the biggest ticket seller in boxing. You get what I'm saying? But for Ryan, that would be a negative in a sense, but it's like he's still winning because he makes so much money outside of the sport. With Devin, you want to see this. You want to see that people still have an interest in seeing him show up to any capacity, whether it is a little quick walkthrough for some money or whatever, a photo op, or just brushing shoulders with a different audience, whatever it is, he need that. You get what I'm saying? Everything been negative, so he need people to look at him in a different light right now. And I think getting out in front of the people is the only way to do it. Get what I'm saying? Because if you allow social media to dictate it, you would think nobody like this kid and everybody hate him. But I don't think he's a hated fighter. It's just his fan base, man. It's a big disconnect with the way they see him as a fighter and the way everybody else see him. Like, think about it. His fans really call him the face of boxing. But then you will hear his dad complain about 100K threshold. It just, shit don't add up. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So you just got to be more realistic with shit. That's all it is, man. Stop trying to force feed, shit that don't apply to you. Like, you're not a face of boxing. It's okay. You
too bad.
Boxing and you recognize people know who you are. Get what I'm saying? Everybody know who Haney is for the most part. Like, the diehards know who he is. He got a fan base, right? His name, he's spoken about, he's talked about for better or for worse, but that shit don't make you the face of boxing. Excellency plan involves some fighting in March too. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I want to see him back. I don't know who the hell he gonna fight, but I like it. But let's see what the young Hanos had to
Been
say.
in New York a lot lately, so the cold weather ain't too bad. I'm just happy to be here.
Happy to be here. You got a little workout going on for us fans out there. They've been waiting for you, but you've got a lot of love. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I love my fans, especially my UK fans. For supporting me. It feels good to see it, to feel it, and it just gets my juices flowing. I can't wait to get back in the ring.
You're getting back in the ring. That's the next step.
I'm being petty, but I get my juices flowing. I never liked that term.
For you, I saw you mention over social media March time. What can you tell me? What's the plan for Devin Haney's return?
Like, Kirk,
we got to see.
I'm
here to meet with Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh to see if we can make something happen. I got an offer from BLK Prime to do a fight in March, and it's possible. But I'm here for a reason to
So he did get the offer from BLK Prime to do a fight in March. So see, I mean, it might not be the biggest interest or the most, but at least there's somebody showing some type of interest in putting on a fight for him, whether it's Turkey Alice Sheik or it's BLK Prime. Now, like I said before, the only reason why that would be bad if it's BLK Prime, I'm not saying it's bad to fight on that network or nothing, but it's the taste that they left in people's mouth. The last time people did business with them, whenever you jit people out of money, it's not going to go over well the next time around. So there's that, and the fact that you could have potentially blackballed yourself, which is the reason why you would even have to entertain the offer with somebody like BLK Prime. But the truth will come to the light. Time to reveal it all. Over there to ask Turkey for a fight.
They try to make a deal, and
possibly
we'll see. If we could put something together.
Would you say for your first fight back a bout on BLK Prime or something like that, an easier comeback fight seems more realistic than jumping straight back into the level you were prior to Ryan Garcia?
I mean, I'm a competitor at the end of the day. So I want to fight the biggest fighters in the world, the best fighters in the world, and we just got to see, whatever makes sense for me, my team, my family. Then that's what's next.
Give me that hit list then, Devin. You mentioned meeting Turkey Al Sheikh. We know he only likes to make those big fights.
That's the only thing. Like I get the whole you a competitor thing, and you're gonna always be that. But you taking a tune-up fight or a get-back fight don't make you any less of a competitor. It just make you smart. Get what I'm saying? I know you're gonna try to take the opportunity that make the most sense for you, but we seen y'all just turn down that TL situation because you felt like it didn't make sense. I just hope you got a better option in mind. So at the end of the day, I think what fans are looking to hear is him be a little more direct as to what the level of competition that he's returning to, right? There's nothing wrong with getting a get-back fight. That's what dude's trying to ask him, but it is what it is. We'll see who we fight.
I don't have a hit list. I'll fight anybody. That's just my character. That's my attitude. It's never changed. Just because I was cheated in a fight don't mean that it's gonna stop I'm gonna change my tune because it's something that I feel and in my heart. I know that I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and I want to put it on the line.
One of those names that's been calling out is obviously Teofimo Lopez. I've seen a few back and forths over social media. I've seen Bob Arum comment that an offer was made and you turned it down. What can you tell me about the Teofimo Lopez fight and why you didn't want to accept whatever was proposed?
Yeah, so I can see Turkey Al Sheikh, sent Top Rank an offer, and it was a good offer. I mean, a good offer, and he turned it down for whatever reasons.
So Teofimo turned down the offer.
Yeah, he turned it down. It was for far more than the offer that he proposed, and so yeah.
Do you feel like he?
So there you go. He's saying the deal that Turkey Al Sheikh had on the table was far more lucrative than the deal that Bob Arum and then would have made him. That's what he's saying. So that's why they claiming they turned it down because it wasn't enough or whatever the case. This is crazy. We're watching.
In your opinion, man, doesn't truly want to fight you?
I mean, for the kind of money that Turkey offered him, I would have to say, yeah, I don't think that he wants to fight me because, I don't know. I mean, it made all the sense in the world.
He's been quite active on social media recently. It's even been calling out Top Rank and asking what it's going to take to come out of his promotion.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, I expect him to say that, but I mean, y'all both, it's crazy. You never really see it, but they both had offers where they turned each other down. He turned down this alleged, Turkey Al Sheikh offer, but we know for sure that they was going to be on pay-per-view on the other end. I don't even know what the particulars was with the Turkey Al Sheikh thing. It be sounding like word of mouth. Whatever. I ain't going to say the man lying. I don't think he lying. I think they both had offers, but it's just a funny, weird situation that they both had opportunities to fight each other and said no.
What do you make of his social media outbursts?
All these fighters, but
it's just weird.
He's turning down fights right in front of our face.
I just want to get your thoughts on some comments recently. Make of his social media outbursts.
All these fighters, but he's turning down fights right in front of our face. So
This promotional contract. What do you
You see, I don't know if y'all just got that shit just got funny to me. Dev said he turning down fights right in front of our face.
make of his social media
all
outbursts?
these fighters, but he's turning down fights right in front of our face. So
He is though.
I just want to get your thoughts on some comments recently.
But I will say this. Why I would automatically believe that it was truth to it. And look, I'll also say this. Obviously, if Turkey Al-Sheikh is making the offer, it seemed more favorable to Devin because maybe he can get something that top ranking Bob Arum on that side would have felt like he wasn't worth. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, he would be more inclined to take the more lucrative offer. If that in fact was, we can only go by what he said. But then on the flip end, you turn around, you get a 55-45 split on pay-per-view. It just seemed like the sweetest deal coming off a bad situation with Ryan, and you didn't take that. But I'm guessing based on what he's saying is that offer was more lucrative than this one, so I wasn't going to take that one. That's pretty much what he's saying.
From Eddie Hearn. Eddie said that he'd love to extend some type of promotional deal with yourself, but for what you'd want for a comeback fight, it's going to be quite expensive because of the demands that you'd want to return. And something like a smaller platform might work. And no disrespect to him, a BLK Prime is supposed to say something more out there, well known. Do you think that's harsh from Eddie?
no, I mean Eddie got his opinion. I got my opinion. He's right to feel however he wants to. Eddie, that's how he feel.
There's
Like I said, I'm here to meet with Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh and try to make a deal happen. If not, I got a deal with BLK Prime, who's willing to give me what I want, and we can go that route. But at the end of the day, I'm here for a reason, and God willing, we can make a fight happen.
Oh, so there you go. He said it. That's the reason he over there. He's saying he over there with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and hopefully they can make get a deal made. He said God willing. He's saying that's why he over there. So if not, he's saying that it seemed like he's prioritizing them, which would probably be the better idea, right? Where the bag at, they assume Turkey Al-Sheikh got the unlimited bag, right? So you would think he would look to pursue an opportunity over that way before BLK Prime too. But if not, he said it out of his own mouth that BLK Prime is willing to give him what he's looking for and make a deal there. So that's what it seemed like his options are right now. It seems like Turkey Al-Sheikh or BLK Prime. So that's where he at.
I have to ask as well, Devin, there's no denying a rematch between yourself and Ryan Garcia is one of the biggest fights in the sport now because of everything that happened.
It's the biggest fight. I don't know. What you think?
It's certainly up there. I mean, I think Canelo Crawford is a massive fight. Obviously, we've got the Better BF Bivol rematch, which is probably a big fight for boxing fans, not necessarily worldwide.
But it's not the biggest fight.
But I would agree that certainly yourself and Ryan's up there as one of, arguably, the top three biggest fights that could be made in the sport because of everything that's happened. Do you see talks to progress on that front? Is that a rematch you want to run back?
I mean, you got to be
Dirk's
clean.
over there with
I got to
Big
know they're
Turk.
clean. That's the only way that a rematch can happen. But that's a fight that I would love to make in 2025. Maybe we can make it. But I just want to be on an even playing field.
How difficult was that defeat to come to terms with, and then also the follow-up with everything that happened with Ryan, the foul test? How difficult was it all to kind of get used to what happened with that fight?
It's boxing at the end of the day. Every time we step in that ring, you see it's going to be a winner, it's going to be a loser, and you put it on the line every time. So if you lose a fight, at the end of the day, you gotta come to terms with it, understand it that hey, I lost. It is what it is.
Seeing the introduction of Nate Jones into your team as well. What can you tell me about that link up and obviously somebody who used to work with Floyd?
Yeah, no, I mean he used to work with me too. When I was a kid, we used to work. So we just linked back up and we're doing good work.
Just whilst you're here, you're going to link up with Ben Davison?
Of course, that's my boy. We do tremendous, work together, and of course I got to see Ben and got to get with him.
Benjamin. So shout out to Haney, man. These are the type of things I like to see. These interviews where he just speak on him and what he got going on and what his plans is. Like, you're not gonna get everything out of him, right? But at least that he over there trying to do some type of business. He over there with the plans, the intentions on making some type of deal, possibly making a fight with who we don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. But I think this is good news for him. At least somebody showing an interest. You know, he went over there, did a quick little workout. That's cool. Shook out for the people. They showed up. They liked him. Cameras was out. It seemed like a positive energy. That's what he need right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Ben Davison thing, that dude is a pretty good trainer. He said they do tremendous work, so he'll link up with him. I doubt that'd be a permanent fix in his camp or anything like that, but we'll see what comes out of all of this. You know, it's early, right? It's early, but that's the most important thing I got from what he said. You know, trying to get a deal, God willing, to fight over there, and if not, he said BLK is the move, man. They giving him what he want, so I think that's really what's going on with him at the end of the day. You got to go where the opportunity's at. I know people are against fights in Saudi Arabia or Turkey, whatever the case, but if you're a fighter, you know, you got to get in where you fit in. And, you know, I think a lot of people feel like his stock took a big hit since, you know, since that fight with Ryan. So yeah, I think all of this stuff is an attempt to get him back on, you know, in the mix the right way. So let's see. It's still, you know, they still look like they testing the waters, but he did a little workout. At least his weight is down. He ain't got the fat face like he been sitting around eating, right? So that's good, man. And March will be here sooner than later. So I think we'll know something in due time, man. I could see him announcing the fight sooner than later, man. You're going to have to because, like I said, March will be here. March will be here. Let's keep rolling. Bobo, what's good with it? For sure, I got you. Mars, dope, what's good? He said Bill Haney's a nuisance. Yeah, I think that's part of his job, man, at this point. I think he like it. He said Dad fighting Ryan. Yeah, I seen that video. You probably talking about John Wick, but I don't know. Like, how the hell is Devin fighting Ryan and Ryan still suspended? If Devin coming back in March and Ryan still suspended to at least April, like, you get me? I people be like, man, yo, like, if that happened, I will be shocked. Like, that's gonna be the guy you fight in a rematch? Hell nah. He gonna have to show me that. And like I said, if he coming back in March, that's what he put out. March, I'm back, right? He said, March, I'm back. March, you back, bro? Okay. But let's keep rolling, man. He had another interview too, man. Another little clip, bro. This is just the stuff that I like to see from Haney, man. Talk about what's going on now. The hell with that. Keep talking about Ryan over and over.
A little bit late, but you got here. Kept your fans waiting there.
No, what happened was I got here. I thought I was getting here early because I thought it was at 3 o'clock, but it was 2 o'clock. So I thought I was showing up early for the fans, but
that's all right.
I'm just so happy that everybody waited for me. Everybody, you know, everybody came out. I'm grateful for it, and I'm happy to be in the UK.
Absolutely. No, everyone was quite happy to wait for you, and like I said, you've.
Don't make me feel so.
No, I'm not. But a great turnout here. So you've obviously had a lot of love from the UK fans for quite some time. So this is no surprise to see this kind of turnout here.
Yeah, I know. Alhamdulillah, you know, I thank Allah that, you know, I got a fan base here like this. People came out, and you know, people always supported me from the UK. And I did a media workout with Eddie a long time ago, and I had a good turnout too. So I was, you know, I knew that it would be good. People would come on.
Right, we haven't got that long because I know you're about to go and work out. So I'm going to quickly fire over some stuff to you. So your next fight will be on this BLK Prime card in March. Is that all kind of confirmed, etc.?
No, so we don't know. You know, we got an offer from BLK Prime for March. I'm here to meet Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's why I'm in the UK. He has a Ring Magazine event, and so he flew me here, my team here, to meet and talk about what's next. So
nothing concrete and nothing.
So yeah, so there you see, like, that's more, you know, a little more detailed than the last clip. They flew him out. He's saying Turkey Al-Sheikh flew him out there. Him and his team out there. He trying to get that Saudi money. Hey man, hey look, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna shout out to Vovo, man. Appreciate the love, family. Appreciate the 10-piece. Let me get my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Using me, y'all. Feeling, and we'll be back fighting the tune-up. I think that makes sense. So I got gold tri-crown for myself. So Devin is already advertising for the best deal. That's what I think. That's what I think. And look, real quick, and I'm gonna finish playing this. Shout out to Vovo. Appreciate you, fam. I'll say this. I think that's smart, right? If you feel like your stock has taken a hit, right? You're gonna go where the opportunity at. If it's still somebody willing to pay you what you feel like you worth, and everybody else not, it's obviously a smart move to go over there and see what Turkey got for you, right? If he can get you paid, you get what I'm saying? Because if you just look at everything that happened, he ain't did nothing wrong. I mean, I think the only thing people complain about is the lawsuit, right? He ain't did shit wrong, but his career is almost taking a hit like he did something wrong. I think the only thing wrong was even dealing with Ryan Garcia, but as far as within the rules, he ain't did shit wrong, but he taking a hit. He on the sideline, people talking about his stock. So it would make sense for him to go where the money is at. That's what you get what I'm saying? What he's supposed to do, go fight. You know what I'm saying? Go fight on the network or get paid less than what he worth. If he know he can get more, why would he do that? You get what I'm saying? If he feel like he's still worth it and somebody out there willing to pay him, kudos to him for going to get the money. I just hope it ain't just the money. I hope it's the right situation too. So that's what it is. Yeah, he just pursuing the highest offer. And I think they prize fighters at the end of the day. He told you it was about that bag. He said, the hell with legacy. I did that already. It's about the bag. He told you what it was. And this will be right in line with that train of thought. So it is what it is. I ain't knocking him. I still just want to see who he going to fight to get back in the ring. There's nothing wrong with that. That's smart for him to do that. Oh, these guys feel like because I got cheated and took an L, but it really wasn't an L. Y'all ain't got to pay me no more, and I done put in all this work. Well, it's still maybe a couple of suitors that's down to pay him what he feel like he worth, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But hopefully that situation could springboard or put him in a situation where everybody would then be on board for paying him what he feel like he worth. So he'll be able to make any of these fights. I don't know if everybody want to go fight in Saudi Arabia for Turkey, right? So I don't know about that. So it would be in their best interest to improve whatever it is, whatever their stock is or isn't, they need to improve it in a big way. And I think maybe they'll be able to come back to the table then. But to that point, and it look like Turkey or BLK is the options for him. I don't think it's a bad move. Again, it's just being smart. You got to do something. Can't sit on the sideline and be stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? Go get paid, whatever it is you feel like you're worth, right? Turkey got that bag for you. Dev said, I'm over here. Turkey flew the team out. Turk said, come on over here, get this workout in real quick, Dev. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and work out for these people, man. We're going to get you right. That should be kudos to him if he can get a deal worked out. An opponent as well as getting his money. Hey, kudos to him. Let's see what he can make happen, man. It's crazy how in boxing, one loss could change everything. One loss changes everything. Could change everything in boxing, bro. I bet
UK. He has a Ring Magazine event, and so he flew me here, my team here, to meet and talk about what's next. So
nothing concrete and nothing set in stone. You're kind of maybe assessing your options at the moment still.
100%. But as we know, Your Excellency is doing amazing things out in Saudi, even in America as well, in boxing in general. So hopefully, inshallah, we could put something together, and hopefully.
The event you're making reference to is tomorrow night in London, the Ring Magazine Awards Gala, which will be a star-studded event, obviously, in London tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the event that I'm here for.
Devin, I've got to ask you, obviously, a lot of talk about the lawsuit against Garcia and Golden Boy. Can you give us a little update on what's going on with that?
Yeah, it's a lawsuit. That's all I got to say about it.
Everyone's obviously had their opinions about whether this kind of thing should be happening in boxing, etc. I'm sure you would have seen, but you feel like this is something that you need to do.
You got a lawsuit against me too. We got lawsuits against each other, so we'll see what happens.
How do you think? What conclusion do you think will come from this, or are you hoping comes from this?
My team take care of that. You know, my main thing is to take care of the things in the ring, and let my team worry about that and take care of that. At the end of the day, you know, my main thing as me being a fighter, I want to get back in the ring. I want to fight him again, and I want to win. And you know, that's how I want, you know, justice to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is that on your list for 2025? A rematch with Ryan Garcia?
Yeah. I mean, if he's clean, yeah. You know, we want to be on an even playing ground. I think that's important, and you know, I'm an advocate for it because I experienced actually, you know, being cheated. I actually experienced somebody being on PEDs. What are you smiling for? Why are you smiling?
No, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. Sorry.
No, I'm just talking shit. But no, I experienced, you know, actually being cheated. So you know, now that I'm actually, you know, took the lead and became, you know, made myself, you know, get tested 24/7, 365 because I feel like that's how it should be. I feel like that's the proper way, the proper step to take forward to clean up the sport of boxing because Ryan Garcia ain't the only person taking PEDs. It's a lot of other people doing it too. So yeah.
You can answer both these in one. What do you make of Tank's next fight? And is Tank on the list for 2025 for Devin Haney?
I thought he said it was canceled.
With Roach, is it?
I thought he said something like that on Instagram or some shit.
Is Tank on your list though for 2025?
Of course, I want to make the biggest fights happen. The best fights, the biggest fights. That's the main thing, you know. That's what I'm in this game for. And I want to fight the best fighters in the world because I feel like I'm the best, and I genuinely feel that. I just want to be on an even playing ground.
Yes, we are wrapping up here because you have to go and work out. Last question: how's your relationship at the minute with Mr. Hearn? We saw you two have a kind of little back and forth at the Riyadh season card a little while ago, but how's your relationship with Hearn?
No, I mean, I always appreciate Eddie, and you know, at the end of the day, I'm always respect Eddie because he gave me a chance. You know, he helped me, he put me in position in the beginning. It's a lot of things I don't agree with, you know, that Eddie has done, and maybe he feels the same way about me. But you know, I still respect him, you know, as a person because you know, he gave me a chance in the beginning when, you know, I'm not gonna say other people wouldn't, but you know, he was just the guy that jump out there first, and he helped me put my family in position. So I would never, you know, I can't have a, you know, just feel so sour towards him. Like I said, just some things that I don't agree with that he did and that he does, and vice versa.
Right, Devin, listen.
You ask me this, but you don't ask him this.
I will ask him anything you want me to.
No, I just want to.
Of course, I ask Eddie and everything.
You interview Eddie all the time, but you never said, hey, how is your relationship with Devin?
I did. After that moment that you two had at the last Riyadh season, I asked him about that situation. I interview Eddie quite often. They're like our interviews. I always, if there's something of relevance to talk about concerning yourself, I'll always do that.
I don't have no questions for Eddie. If I got a question.
Yeah, he trying to make sure that bridge ain't burnt, man. I don't never think he had a personal with Eddie. I just think people get in front of them cameras and they just start talking. And he ain't no different. Same thing with his dad. I just don't think Eddie is mistreated him. Obviously, he had his opportunity to say it. He could have said it there, and that wasn't the case. So that's so much more media trained than his spokesman, who was Pops. Tank fight should be interesting. I mean, he say that. I just don't know how to take that. Like, it almost sounds like it's like a force of habit to answer that question that way when they ask about Tank. My thing is you could never ask one guy like really what his plans is if you don't know what the next guy's plans is. So you can ask him, do he plan on fighting Tank? Yeah, I want to make the biggest and best fights. They just say that shit all the time. You get what I'm saying? They're just used to saying that. I don't think he really targeting Tank Davis, man. He had to show me that, but I mean, I think his plans is just getting back in the ring, period. You know what I'm saying? Poy was good with it. Tank would make Devin Teal star. Good trainer for Devin. I don't know. He needs somebody that's good fundamentals and shit like that. That go to a damn. He need a no nonsense type of guy. He worked with a lot of people, man. It's no telling. He like Ben Davison, right? Say like Ben Davison, they do great work. Why don't he look to implement him in the training camp? Why not?
He's retired? That's what he said. Nah, he's not retiring.
Look.
He's retired? That's what he said. Nah, he's not retiring. It's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished business.
Your hit list for 2025.
Steph was good with it, bro. Yeah, I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday.
Y'all know that I'm not really into tune-up fights or stay busy fights. I want to make the biggest fights happen. I want to fight the best fighters in the world.
Why not though? I get it. Nobody, like, if you at the top, of course you ain't trying to tune up and stay busy, but after a bad, tough fight, that might be ideal. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that's a bad thing.
But I'm not really into tune-up fights or stay busy fights. I want to make the biggest fights happen. I want to fight the best fighters in the world. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm here. I'm here to meet with Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, to talk about what's next.
What would you say is the hold-up with the Teofimo Lopez fight? A lot of people want to see that. I know that was close. Do you think we can see that this year?
Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh made an offer to Teo much more money than he said his offer was for. He turned it down for whatever reasons, and that's what stopped that fight. But that's a fight that can still be made.
He might have said it in this one, bro. I don't know if he might have said it in this one.
Everybody, I want to be a spokesperson for clean boxing because I was one that actually experienced it. I experienced being cheated and what it's like to fight somebody that's
Thomas.
That's on PEDs. So I want to clean up the sport of boxing, clean up sports in general. So that's my main focus right now.
Are you getting that excitement back? Obviously, it looks like you'll be back in March. What's it been like? And was there a moment for you where you said, "Okay, I'm ready to come back now"?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had that itch since the fight. About getting my get back. Because I'm just that type of person, that type of guy. So but now now that I've been away for almost a year, I definitely got that itch back. I'm excited to be back. I can't wait to go on training camp. I can't wait to see exactly who's next. And then that's when the juice is really gonna start flowing.
What did you make of Ryan Garcia's exhibitions? We're not sure if that's going to happen anymore, but did you have some kind of opinion on that? A lot of people didn't like it.
Some bullshit.
Devin, what weights are you looking to come back at? I saw you do an interview where you said, "Look, come back and we'll fight at whatever weight you choose."
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the opponent. Probably more like a catch weight, 143, 44.
There you go.
Because I'm actually pretty light now. I've been training, so yeah, probably around there. Maybe 140. I don't know. It just depends on the opponent. But probably 143, 44.
You'd have a rematch.
There you go. He say he probably won't fight at a catch weight, 143, 144. One of the reasons why I feel like that's possible because he's been off for a while. Like you said, depending on the opponent. And you remember after the Ryan Garcia situation, he said he done with weight classes, done fighting at weight classes and stuff like that. So who knows? Let's see though. But 143, 144 catch weight, it is what it is. The important thing is getting back in the ring though. And I doubt if that's something that he'll make a regular thing, right? Fighting at catch weights. Pretty sure he'll settle in at 140. But that would be my thoughts. If he's gonna fight heavier than 140, maybe it's a chance you can see him up at 47, but I doubt it. I think maybe because of the time off, he don't want to go. He already think about it. Without him taking time off, 140 is hard to make, right? So you figure with him taking some time off, 140 be just as difficult, if not more, to make. So probably figure 143, 144. You won't kill yourself too much the first time coming back. And then maybe after that, it'll be 140 from there on out. Or he can just go up a couple more pounds of 47. Depends. So we'll see. But I think he'll be at 140 when it's all said and done. Cecil was good with it, fam. How you feeling? He done fighting our weight classes, so he done with belts. He has said that. You know what I'm saying? He did say that, though. 165 rehydration, man. Just move up. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Match with Garcia next.
Of course. Well, not next, obviously, because I'm coming back in March.
See?
But it's definitely.
See? They also fight Ryan Garcia next. How? Ryan's still suspended till April. And even in April, they ain't going to be able to fight then. He still need a training camp. And you think the very next fight is them fighting each other? It's so real how I know Ryan ain't fighting him next, because not only is Ryan still talking about fighting in the exhibition, he come back in March. You get what I'm saying? And De La Hoya said when Ryan come back off his suspension, he probably going to give him a tune-up fight before he put him back in there with the Sharks, whatever you want to call it. So that shit ain't next. Show me. I love to see it. It ain't happening.
What do you make of the Tank versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a fight that Tank should have at this point of his career?
No comment.
What do you make of a Tank?
I'm on Roach. Like we've been cool since we was in the amateurs. So I fuck with Lamont Roach. I'm happy that he got the opportunity, and that's all I can say.
And what about Tank Shakur? If that fight happens in the future, who do you see winning?
It's a good fight for boxing. I think that we should all be fighting each other. That's what boxing is about. The best fighting the best.
Good answer, Dave. That was a good answer.
What about him? Of course, I want to fight all these guys. My attitude never changed about this shit. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, and that will never change. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to fight the best, make the biggest, best fights happen. And just because I was cheated in a fight, that don't mean I'm gonna change my tune. I still feel the same way because I still feel like I'm the best fighter in the world. I think on an even playing field, I can beat all these guys. Say it again.
I like that. He said on an even playing field, I feel like I could beat all these guys. Talk that talk, Dad.
I mean, it's boxing. It's boxing at the end of the day. That's just making it hard because this promoter, that just work. Everybody working together. That's what make it hard.
Any news on the next opponent?
Nah, I don't have no news on my next opponent yet. We were looking at some guys, but now Your Excellency has called a meeting for me that's why I'm here. Like I said, to meet with him, and we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can get something done.
Are you going to be at the press conference on Monday?
Press conference
for BF too.
No.
Is it going to be a Riyadh season card in March? I know there's one outside of Riyadh in March.
So it's a possibility. BLK Prime has a good opportunity for me in March. They offered me something, and but now Your Excellency has called a meeting for me to fight. So we'll see if we can iron something out while I'm here.
Some talk about you and Broner. Is that legit or not?
Nah, that's not true, but
yeah,
it's possible, but it's not true.
Devin, you mentioned wanting to fight the best. How big an impact should we have the sport as a whole to the best fight?
I ain't fighting no damn AB. AB ain't nowhere near and shit.
Go eat later. Say it again.
You mentioned wanting to fight the best. How big of an impact do you think Riyadh season has had on the best fighters, best always?
No, I mean it's hope these things happen. At the end of the day, because they're doing everything to make the best fight the best, and I think it's good for the sport of boxing. Like I said, inshallah, I could be a part of it. I've been wanting to be a part of the Riyadh season, for a while now, but we couldn't come to nothing. But hopefully, we can.
Big fight happened February 2nd. Well, big card. Shakur Schofield. How do you see that going?
Say it again.
Shakur Schofield. How do you see that going?
I don't know. Styles make fights. It's definitely a fight that I'm gonna watch.
That's a good point, bro.
A lot of people think. I do think Shakur wins, but I think I think Will Schofield not coming in there to.
You said. Thank you.
And then get back to boxing.
Canelo Crawford. Who you got if that happens? Canelo.
The question, sometimes their voices just make me sleepy. It's like somebody calling a golf game. Shout out to Dad, man. See, I like that he's making these little media appearances, answering the questions, being amongst the people, back amongst the energy, and just making himself seen, right? That's good for him. But I got some thoughts when it comes to Riyadh season and Turkey Al-Sheikh, right? And it's interesting because people feel like he'll pay you, but he also going to make the fight a competitive fight. He going to pay you to fight somebody good, right? Where it's a 50-50. So my thing is, if that's consistent with what people think, then wouldn't that mean that Devin Haney will have to be in line with fighting somebody that's like sort of a 50-50 type fight, right? He said he don't do tune-ups and stay busy fights. He don't want that. He just want to deal with the best. Turkey Al-Sheikh, that's what they say, right? They say he putting people in their fights that they can lose. So my thing is, what opponent would you have, right? What opponent could you have? Who you gonna? You get what I'm saying? Who you gonna fight? Who could you fight? That's not not a stay busy, not a tune-up, but then it falls in line with what Turkey does, right? Fighting 50-50 fights. So that's a dangerous fight. Turkey make dangerous fights. He'll pay you, but he'll put you in a dangerous fight, right? Who we gonna fight? So you know what? It get me to thinking, if that's exactly the way people say it is, and his options are going to be that, he could very well end up fighting on BLK Prime, not because he's scared or ducking. It's because you need a realistic path back to the top, bro. You can't. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't suggest you just jumping right back into what they calling this quote unquote deep end. But dealing with Turkey, I mean, do he really make one-sided fights? Right? Do he making tune-up fights with the name? So I don't know. That's a conversation there. I don't know who he could fight for that money, right? Who he gonna fight? Because you say these dudes gonna pay you what you want. For you to get paid what you want, you're gonna have to fight. You get me? So I don't know. It's interesting, bro. Interesting. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkley said for the good boxing clips.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
James was good with it, fam. Yeah, Turkey doesn't make tune-ups, but shit, he say he don't take them. Turkey don't make them. He don't take them. The boxing source was good, family. How you feeling? My guess it'll be someone not in 140 range. Think so too. Steph, he said the 143, 144. So my thing is, who's gonna be that guy to fight at a catch weight as well? Or that catch weight. It ain't gonna be none of the guys we thinking about. That's interesting. And also, if it's Turkey Al-Sheikh that ends up putting on the card, where does that card fall at? Is it over there? And who else is going to go to fight on his card? So I think it'll be wise to pay attention to who making any photo ops and appearances with Turkey Al-Sheikh anywhere around 140, possibly, right? Anybody, any of them fighters that you see possibly hanging around him or talking Turkey Al-Sheikh, possibly be one of his opponents. But I'll be lying if I said I had a name in mind. 143, 144, that just threw me off. Because that means automatically it's nobody at 140 that he's going to fight. It's going to be somebody that's in between. And I don't know who that's going to be. Somebody that's willing to do that, I don't know. Turkey makes as close to 50-50 fights as possible. You get what I'm saying? So if that stays true, bro, what is he going to do? Who is he going to fight? And is it going to be smart for him to take that fight? You get me? Man, that's damn, you got your hands full, Chief. They say a big part of boxing is mental. Absolutely it is. Shout out to my guy, BJ, man, in the cash chat, man. Salute, fam. Appreciate the bill always, man. Appreciate the support, fam. Much love, my guy. Shout out to my guy, BJ.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just.
Yeah, man. So, y'all guess is as good as mine, man. I don't have no clue. I don't have no opponents, but at least you can narrow down to the people that have made offers or have situations in place for him. So it seemed like I said, if Turkey obviously is the one with the bag, then yeah, you'll prioritize him over BLK Prime, right? You would. You just would. I think that's the smart thing to do business-wise, right? But at the same token, his business come with risk involved. So my thing is it a matter of you getting the money you want, but you having to fight the guy, a quality guy, or are you gonna deal with BLK Prime, get what you want from that end which would probably be less than whatever Turkey is offering, I'm assuming, right? And fight a less than dangerous guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being smart. So, like I said, man, when it's all said and done, I wouldn't be surprised to see BLK Prime being in play. You know what I'm saying? But he did go over here and work out for these people. Turk did fly him out. So it's obviously some interest in making a fight with him, right? I doubt if he just had him dragged him out to London for nothing. So, like he said, God willing, hopefully they put a deal together. But that's why that's how I look at it. I think Turkey might be the more lucrative option, but it might be the more dangerous as well. It sounds like from what he said, BLK still talking what you want to hear, but that opponent might not be as risky as what a Turkey Al-Sheikh opponent might be. Now, I could be wrong, but we're going to see, right? Because he ain't making like lopsided matchups. I will say that. He ain't no damn savior to boxing. I wish people would stop saying that permanently. Like, don't ever say that. He's not no savior in boxing. He ain't even been around or put on enough fights to save boxing, but I think he doing, trying to put on fights, and I ain't tripping about it. So I like it, but I don't know. I don't know where he go. I don't know who he fights. I'm hearing that Sam Goodman got another cut. Damn. That sucked, man. That weekend's January for us, man. He was saving the rest of January, dude. That's the fight I was looking, at least looking to seeing him get in there at the end of January. Now I don't know who else at the end of January, bro. That's weak. That's whack, man. The only option they got, nobody can pay them what they asking for. Haney versus Teals, the fight they make. Yeah, I thought that was the fight they made too. But you know what? My thing is, though, if those fights really, like, if that's something that people are really interested in, I don't see why they can't revisit it. But damn, so no NUA. Is they going to replace him, or is they going to scrap it? Or are they going to find a replacement for NUA? That's weak, man. That killed the end of January right there. Damn it, man. I killed the rest of January, for real. Anyway, looking for a replacement, right? Not picking sides here. Cannot wait for the privilege of watching Benavidez battle Morrell February 1st. However, not sure where the disconnect came into play between teams, but Morrell actually submitted his VADA paperwork one day before Benavidez. Shout out to Keith, man. He be on it, man. Man. Wow, that's crazy. Real quick, man. Y'all see how Benavidez is making all that fuss about Morrell and VADA testing. From what I understand, they saying he submitted his a day before Benavidez. It's late in November. So them guys are being tested. I don't think it'll be no cheating going on. I think that's about to be a hell of a fight right there, man. I think we got one, y'all. I think we might get a treat February 1st between them two dudes, bro. It was Rodriguez turned the IBF title versus Matias to fight Yomar Alamo top rank. What? Yeah. You know what, Dub? I'm not even surprised though, and I'm not. You know what? Shout out to the boxing source. I'm not even surprised, bro. You know why? You seen his last fight, right, Dub? He looked very vulnerable, bro. He looked vulnerable. I think if you in there with Matias, I think Matias might stop him, yo. You know what? I think that's why. I think Elvis got some holes in his game that he ain't confident in. I seen him look a little shaky in a couple fights too. I ain't surprised. Benavidez trying to take heat off for working with Mimo. Yeah, and that shit ain't gonna work. That's why I be so. Why sling around accusations when you in bed with somebody that is like, you get what I'm saying? Got a checkered past, and that's putting it mildly. Like these dudes be working with guys that be known cheaters and then try to call other guys cheat. Like it's weird. I hate that. But shout out to Morrell. I don't think it's gonna be no cheating going on. I hate the little story that's trying to come out. I think they're trying too hard, man. I don't think it's gonna be no cheating going on there, bro. I don't think it's gonna be no cheating. I think the best man will win that day, whether it's Benavidez or Morrell. Damn, man. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I felt like NUA was gonna beat him anyway. I just don't think Sam Goodman could beat a guy like NUA. Good fighter, solid fighter, but just got enough. I think you gotta be You gotta be one of those ones that beat. You gotta be one of the ones that beat Monster anyway. Sam Goodman ain't that level to me. He'll make a good fight. Like they'll compete for a while until NUA start catching up to him. Irvin Mack, my guy. Yeah, no cheating whatsoever. I think from this point they need to stop even bringing it up because I'm not one for conspiracies or just drawing up narratives. But the more he keeps speaking about like PEDs and testing and we clearly know that they're both being tested. I'm gonna start feeling like you worried about something. And I'm just using like comments like if you keep saying like you get what I'm saying, it's clear as day that the man is being tested. If you being tested, he being tested. Like y'all both being tested. There's no need to sling that around no more. Just stop talking about it. Because if you keep bringing it up, I'm gonna think you worried about his punching power. Because you already said he got good power and he's strong. You mentioned that. So I ain't saying you worry, but I just hate that. Don't sling it around like y'all two clean fighters in the sport. Make no mistake, y'all both giving the people what they want. Y'all both taking a risk. You get what I'm saying? It's early for him, it's a risk. And at the point that you're at, if you lose to a guy with 11 fights, you get what I'm saying? So y'all both taking risks. And y'all both clean fighters. Just leave it at that and let the best man win. I don't have a real dog in the race because I like both guys. But I see ways that both fighters can win for sure. I definitely see that. But I think Morrell gonna surprise some people. I think they overlooking him. I think when it comes to Morrell, they strictly looking at the things that he do wrong, and they're assuming that all of the things that he do wrong, he gonna do them wrong on that night. He gonna look exactly like that, and that's how he gonna lose because the mistakes that he's made in other fights against other guys. I just don't see that being the case. I think they both gonna have to be on their A games for this one, for sure. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. But yeah, man, I don't think none of these two. David said he's scared. I like Benavidez. He be tripping. Hold on, y'all. Let me play this for y'all. Shout out to Irvin Mack, man. Goodman is legit scared of anybody stopping him. He don't want that. Listen, I ain't gonna play. I just think at some point that's what happens. He gets stopped. I think he'll box for a while with NUA, put up a fight, and then eventually get stopped.
Morrell, he wound up responding to the talk in Florida when Vada tested was brought up, and his response was, "It's fear on your end. It's something you're bringing up as an excuse because there's a fear and you're scared and all those."
No, it's not an excuse for shit. But when you go through other fighters that say, "Hey, I was tested by Vada, but then David Morrell was not tested," it brings a lot of questions, though. You know what I mean? I'm not the only fighter that says this. There's been two other fighters that say this. They say that David Morrell, we're talking about a medical, they said he was tested the whole camp. David Morrell was not tested, and after the fight, they didn't do no test, no drug test, which is kind of odd to me. But I'm not. I really don't care about that. Even if it was on steroids, I beat the shit out of him. But if you're a dirty fighter, you will get exposed. You know what I mean? That's why they were making such a big fucking deal, and they didn't want to test. But dirty fighters will be exposed in this game. You know what I mean? And it's not good for the sport, and it's not good for people, to use steroids. So, I'm not gonna let that shit slide.
What do you all this talk of the Vada tested and everything? Like, what do you say to fans who they wonder about a relationship with a guy like Memo? And I know Memo's a hell of a strength coach, but given his past, just while we're talking.
So if they were worried about doing fucking steroids and this and that, why the fuck am I the one trying to test more? If we have a guy that we're taking steroids supposedly, like how you're bringing up, why the fuck am I calling for more Vada tests? You answer me that. So if there was anything like that, if anything, I wouldn't even want to test Vada. So why am I calling for Vada? If we're doing anything dirty, why am I calling for Vada? Why am I trying to test more Vada?
I hear you, but the same fans who would ask that, I know the next thing they want to say is Victor Conti has an association with Vada. So sometimes they look at Vada with speculation,
I don't know. I mean, we're calling for the test. We've been doing as much tests. We're making this clean boxing. Steroids should be taken in for anybody in boxing. So that's why we ramped up the Vada test.
Okay, I just wanted to play that, but yeah, man. But they saying Morrell had his test in first, so make it out what you will. I think they both would be clean when it come down to it. like I said, the more people keep mentioning Vada, the more I'm gonna think you worried about the wrong shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't think neither guy's cheating. I don't look at Benavidez as no cheater. I don't look at Morrell as no cheater. I don't feel like these dudes' performances look so crazy and enhanced. You know, obviously from my eye, right? I can't look at it like they look like they juiced up to the gills. I wouldn't say that. But ain't nothing wrong with making sure that everything is on an even playing field, right? Your life is on the line every time you step in between those ropes. So I get it. You get me, but I think at this point, you know, it's enough information out there to know that both fighters are being tested accordingly, and I think we're gonna get a clean fight. You know, like Conti, passed some tests. I'm telling you, and you. That's why I like Sean. Shout out to Sean Zytel. He did. He said, like, look, people connect Victor Conti and they speculate. So, right, like that. You talk about Vada, like it's all good, but people feel like they got some fishy people working on that side or involved. So. I hate that whole conversation. I hate it. I just wish people would be more selective, or, you know, when they find out, you know, when they pick who they choosing to work with. You know what I mean? You can't. It's like working with somebody with a jacket on them that follows you everywhere you go, right? It's unfortunate, but it's life. It's just how it go. Morrell and we ain't got one positive test. Yeah, they was pushing it. Like I've been seeing people run wild with the PED stuff. Like I've seen people try to make the argument about Haney. I've seen people make the argument about Morrell, Terrence Crawford. Like, bro, I'm done. I'm done with some of these boxing fans. They out of control with their narratives, bro. I can't deal with it. None of these dudes be having positive tests, but these fans be sitting up here explaining ways that they cheated and got away with it. It's the craziest shit you ever see. See, it seemed to like when cheating question was on. he got a little amped up, didn't he, Mike? I was trying to like, he got a little, you know, a little animated, a little extra animated. That's why I like Sean. Sean asks good questions. Hey man, you ain't the only one. Y'all did too. Man, I usually pull the clip up. I would have pulled it up for y'all, but somebody had like sent that to me. That's why I started talking about it. But yeah, man. Yeah, he got a little animated. If you would have seen it in the video, he got a little extra animated. He wasn't feeling that. He was like, why am I the one calling for more Vada testing? But look, then Sean asked, he told him, he had a good response. He like, well, you know, people going to associate Victor Conte with Vada. And they're going to say, you know, that's you using them because they got bit. You know what I mean? He looked agitated, bro. He looked a little agitated when he started getting asked that. I like David, man. That's why I say, man, boxing is a strange sport, man. People just be slinging around them accusations. You shouldn't do that, man, without no proof. You have fighters out here, man, looking crazy, bro. You have them out here looking crazy, man. I think both guys is on the up and up. I don't think they cheating, bro. I will hope not. I don't think these guys is cheating. They better not be. Benavidez doing the right thing, pushing for tests to keep it clean. Got a right to be fishy. Morrell not doing tests. Same time, too. Benavidez versus David Morrell should be fired. Yeah, I don't know if you probably missed the what I was saying. MAW. Morrell sent in his test before Benavidez in late November. That's what the post was. Like he sent his test in first. So I don't know. I think he being skeptical because he got other fighters that came out and said they tested and Morrell didn't test. I could understand that, but that, you know, I don't think it's Morrell. That's you get what I'm saying? Like he ain't got control of what they got going on. You get what I'm saying? I think he blamed it on the Minnesota Athletic Commission or something the last time, something to that effect. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I understand the speculation, but like I said, you at this point you could really do the homework and find out that he testing the same way you are. So I just think you know, red flaggish when you hear that one guy got tested and the other one didn't. I get it. But I think after this point they should stop talking about it because, like I said, it's just gonna look like they worried. It's gonna look like they got something they worried about. Let's keep rolling. Oh man. So let's keep rolling, man. Did y'all? Because Claressa Shields. Nah, you all good, bro. Yeah, I had read a tweet Yeah, Morrell submitted his first, basically. Like he got his testing done first. And then Benavidez sent his. So at the end of the day, they both getting tested. But if there was any confusion as to whether or not Morrell's being tested, he is. And like I said, somebody had came out and said he got how many times he got tested up until this point too. So I think he good, bro. I don't think dudes out here trying to cheat. This fight, the opportunity too big. It's a lot of eyes on this fight. I just don't see either guy benefiting from cheating. You get what I'm saying? I think if any guy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, but you're not gonna come out on top. So if you get to go in the fight and you cheat, I think it's just a matter of time before you get caught up, bro. I don't think either one of these dudes getting away with it. Is what I'm saying. So I think we got us a clean fight. Morrell, man, Morrell is, I think he a little slept on because of the number of fights. And like I said, I guess in that small sample size of fights, people feel like they see enough mistakes and flaws for Benavidez to take advantage of. I'm not saying he can't, but I think Morrell going to be a trickier fight for Benavidez if he fight the way I think he can. If he fights the way I think he can, I think this could be a tricky fight for David Benavidez. Which brings me to my other point, man, while we was talking about this. So I noticed they said this Benavidez, can the Mexican monster conquer his first A-level test? And I seen some people speculating whether or not Morrell is A-level. I mean, look, talent-wise, I mean, potential and things like that, for sure. But I think it could be, this could end up being one of his toughest fights. It could. You know what I'm saying? I think this fight has that ability, that chance to be difficult. I think they got a real good chance of being a tough fight. For both guys, though. For both guys, for different reasons, though. You get me? Benavidez ain't no other fighter that fight like David Benavidez. I don't even know who you fight to prepare for his style, really. And it's very similar with Morrell. You know what I'm saying? Got some Cuban fighters, but guys don't fight like him. You know what I'm saying? So I think both of these dudes got their work cut out for them. You can see the clip of Coach Ronnie Shields responding to those saying that Morrell having 11 pro fights. Yeah, man. Where you got it? I'll pull it up where it's at. But is he an A-level talent? A-level test? I don't know. He could be. Shit, he could be. I don't know. It's early for David Morrell, but I like what I'm seeing from him, man. He just keep improving, man. I guarantee his name will be around amongst some of the top guys at 75. There's no doubt that he's talented. No doubt in my mind that he's talented as hell. And I don't even think this is the best version of him. It's very early, so we'll see. I like Ronnie Shields, man. He don't get enough credit in some regards, man. He don't get enough credit for being a top tier coach. But he is, though. So let's keep rolling, man. We just rolling down, man. Did y'all see this video from Teofimo? He called his dog, he named his dog Tank, bro. Teo named his dog Tank, man. He out here trolling some more. Teo doing some more trolling, bro.
I know Tank. I know, man.
Theo, is that you?
Yeah.
I got you, champ. Also, can you find my...
What the Fuck you.
Yo, I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that, bro. I'm not. Now this, you got a better chance. Like this kind of trolling, you named your dog Tank, or you at least called it Tank. That's cool. That's trolling. Like you being, you being silly. But I think the other shit is what's gonna get people to want to run up on you and hurt you. I think stuff like this, people either laugh at it or, oh, that was corny, but it ain't going, stir up the same type of emotion that the monkeys in the banana talk would, right? He said, Tank deleted all but one post on IG. I hate his tweet and deletes. I hate his tweet and deletes, but that man called his dog Tank. I swear that between Teo and Devin Haney and Tank, I feel like I want to see them fights, man. Teo make good fights with either Devin Haney or Tank. I love to see either one. This is Tank responded. I had a video on my phone of him saying he was going to be the most paid 135 pounder. Just talking on his ass. Crazy how things play out. His ass starting to look like light-skinned Squidward. Tank called this man light-skinned Squidward.
I know, Tank. I know, man.
Teo, is that you?
Yeah.
I got you, champ. Also, can you find my...
What the Fuck you.
He got the little Oscar De La Hoya F you at the end. He wild. That's all right. That's all right. See, that type of stuff, I think you got a better chance at like getting a response than the other route. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe he finally waking up. Maybe somebody trying to help him out a little bit with the stuff that he put out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was the best thing ever, but that's at least looked at in a better light than the monkeys and bananas shit. Like, I don't think nobody is mistaking that. But when you do this type of stuff, it's just decent trolling. But I don't know, man. At the same time, it's a little bit of clout chasing because you ain't fighting that man next. You know what I'm saying? And you just turned Matias down. And then Elvis Rodriguez turned down an opportunity to fight Matias and fight Alamo. Yeah, he don't believe in himself. He's really risking somebody running up on his ass with that money and banana shit. That's what I'm telling you. That's the part that he can't account for. Top Rank might put Teo on ice like what they did to Mikey Garcia. Yeah. I mean, being difficult to work with, not accepting fights, trying to publicly out your promoter on social media, all the shit that gets you X'd out and put on the sideline. So like you got to be careful because while trying to finesse yourself out of your contract, you're gonna finesse yourself out your own spot. You're gonna put yourself in a bad situation. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen to Teo. He's gonna be in a bad situation. If he ain't already in one, he's gonna put himself in a worse situation. I don't think it's as bad as what it's gonna get if he don't smarten up. I really don't. I can see it getting worse for him. You know what I'm saying? He get put on ice, that's the last thing you're gonna want. Because now when you come back, it probably gonna stick it to you for real, have you fight somebody that's credible, that's solid, that makes sense because you got a title. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. But one last thing I wanted to bring up before we go. Did y'all see the little clip? Yeah, I know we got the GOAT coming up, man. Her and Danielle Perkins fighting, man. She stayed up at heavyweight, light heavyweight, whichever one you want to call it. But she stayed up there with the big girls. She got a fight coming up, man. And I don't know, this female Danielle is pretty big, man. She tried to snatch the GOAT belts. Did y'all see the little clip of her trying to snatch her belts?
It's my belts. I'll take both of you. Do it. Whoa. It's my belts. I'll take both of you. Do it.
Nah, not the GOAT. She tried. No, she said these my belts. She said I'll take both of them.
It's my belts. I'll take both of you. Do it.
She was like, that was wild. Yeah, and you ain't Goodman all. That was funny, man. Oh man, the GOAT didn't expect that. She tried it, did she? She wasn't beat. She like, I'll take them belts. She was serious about that.
It's my belts. I'll take both of you. Do it.
She was dead serious. I'll take both of these belts right now. Teach, what's good with it, Teach? How you feeling? Man, I'll take both of these belts right now. Man, I think this could be an interesting fight. I mean, look, half the battle is showing up, man. And Danielle Perkins, she tall. You know, Claressa says she bigger than she thought she was. So she acknowledging she going to be in there with a pretty big female. Look, yeah, right there, right, it's right there. William Old School was good with it. Roger was good, right.
He's my belt.
Right.
I'll take both of you. Do it.
But y'all already know what time it is, man. When she inside that square circle, she a different person, man. She's special talent. She gonna continue to be special. I don't see it being no different. I just like Perkins' energy as a fighter. She ain't like annulled and like, backing down. She tried something like most people don't do that. Yeah, Shells doesn't care. She that's the thing. Ain't no getting in her head. She got this boxing shit on lock. If you're gonna beat Claressa, it ain't gonna be getting in her head. You gonna beat her because you better than her. And I don't see that right now. Mark West, what it do, my guy? So she got her work cut out for her. But Danielle Perkins is a pretty sizable chick. She's pretty tall. Got some size on her, but Claressa's skills pay the bills, man. Her skill set is just a special one. And she looks stronger up there at heavyweight. So, I think she'll be fine, man. She's just on another level. I don't want to dismiss her opponent at all, man. I know she's gonna come to win. Like I said, she don't look like she laying down or nothing like that, but nice little move with the belt grab though, because ain't nobody tried to gloat like that. They don't even be trying to play with her like that. She said, these my belts. She said, I'll take both of them belts right now. She said, do it. Yeah, got to grab it on the belts, man. She sold it right there, man, right with the belt grab. I want to see it for sure. Al the Pal says she old, few fights. Yeah, man, and few fights. It's like that though, man. If you know how the ladies are, man, their opportunities come different. So when you see an older woman, older female, not that many fights, I mean, it doesn't shock me. A lot of those fighters fall into that mode. You know what I mean? Perkins was fighting on Shill's pay-per-view undercard. Yeah, really? I gotta go look her up though, truth be told. I don't know much about her. She big and she could box a bit though, but again, Claressa Shields just like she be head and shoulders above the competition. That should be different. Her understanding of the game, her willingness to compete, her just knowing that she better than you, like her confidence be on another level. And she, she always prepared. She always prepared. 42 or 5 fights. She's a late bloomer, Al. She was a late bloomer. She was a late bloomer, bro. Stall her out. She started late in the game. Started late in the game. Elder. So, you know what I mean? 42. I didn't know she was that bad, though. 42 with 5 fights. But, I mean, look at it this way. She fresh. I mean, she might not be no spring chicken, but she ain't got the wear and tear of some of the other ladies, right? You know what I mean? She ain't been battered and bruised. She going to be pretty fresh. Good to go, right? You know what I'm saying? She'll be fresh. Y'all punch the like button one time if y'all have it, man. Punch the like button one time for your guy. Thoughts on Elvis, Doug, and Matisse, too? We could talk about it for these last few minutes. Look, but like I said, yeah, I like this fight for Claressa. She just more history for her to prove that she better than everybody else around her. She gonna get in the ring and prove why she the GOAT, like always.
He's my belt. I'll take both of you. Do it.
She really had a touch. She really had a hold on them belts for a second. Then she she about to take them joints. She about to take them joints. If Shadeja Green gets a rematch with Franchon Cruz and wins, that might be the best fight left for Shields. Yeah, and I'm over here in Jersey, man. Shadeja Green, his family, man. She definitely. She said she wanted the rematch. I definitely want to see her get it. I think she can win. The dude was like, whoa. They ain't know what to do with them ladies, man. But good job at both of them, man. Just a little something to sell the fight, but it's cool, man. We gonna tune in regardless because of the GOAT fight. But that's the first girl I've seen ain't scared of Claressa. Claressa a bully. No, I don't think Clarissa's so much a bully. I just think that's her confidence. It might come off like a bully, but she be confident as hell. And she just is equally confident with everybody. But true indeed, Danielle Perkins did do something that most females don't do. She reached for them belts. So it'd be a cool, entertaining fight. You know what I mean? Claressa always give you your money's worth, man. She get in there and throw hands, bro. That's one thing about Claressa. She gonna throw hands. She gonna do it at a high level. She gonna show you. She gonna display skill at a high level up in there. So I'm tuning in. But to your question, Roger, man, Elvis, like I said, bro, if you seen his last fight, I believe it was his last fight. He was getting touched a little bit. I think he still got some holes in his game, and I think that sign, that move says that he's not confident in himself. I hate framing guys as ducks, but I think they be knowing. I think dudes be knowing, bro. I don't think he ready for that challenge, Roger. And I don't know. I like Elvis. He's strong. He can box, but he got holes, yo. He got holes, and I think a guy like Matias, relentless pressure. I don't know how he'd fare against that. He had to knock Matias out, and I don't know if he would. So it just don't surprise me, like given the way he looked in his last fight or two. Like I think it was his last one though. In particular, I'm talking about. I see them holes, and I think dudes don't be ready, and they be knowing it. You know what I'm saying? We hate to see it as fans, but I think they know. I think they know. When I think he said Alamo. So somebody, I forgot what Dub said his name, what first name. Fundora wanted to fight Bumgarner. I think she mess around and beat her, yo. I don't know, man. If Gabby Fundora is the goods, bro, she can throw hands. I like that. I like it. She gonna be tough. That was just ready to be it. Yeah. Exactly, Rosia. Facts he would. Facts. Perkins' feet raised my anxiety. Yeah. Ain't gonna be good enough, bro. She ain't smooth. She ain't a smooth enough operator. Look like you get back to the boogeyman status. Little by little, right? Little by little. You know what I'm saying? Little by little. Teofimo said, nah, I'm cool. Fans online right now arguing for Teofimo.
The really best 140 is here. No Teofimo, pussy. No rap.
That clip is classic forever. Jordan, what it do? Don was good with it, fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to my brother D1, man. Yeah, I punch off on the like button, man. We're going to chop it up for a few more minutes, man. Gabrielle Fundora is a violent fighter. Yeah, she is. She'll force Bumgarner to fight for sure. The way Alicia fights, she like to pick her shots one at a time. One at a time. I could see Fundora stylistically being a real test for her. Bumgarner probably just try to knock her out, and it probably don't work. I could see her getting outboxed. I really could. Fundora really like to get in there and mix it up. I like her a lot. She's fun to watch. Very fun to watch. Used to get 2 fights that weekend. Yeah, Al, man, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel if y'all have it, man. David Saturday and Shields on the Sunday. Yes, sir. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it, man. This year is gonna be this year I think it'd be better, much better for boxing as a whole. I think so. Yeah, I think this would be a much better year for boxing. T should do another video about T. I swear he should. He should keep the pressure on him, bro. He should just keep applying pressure on T.O. Just keep applying pressure. Yeah, he should just keep the pressure on his ass. At least it might be too economical. I think so. And I think she'll get outworked, and I think she'll take some punishment too, because Fundora ain't nice in there at all. She like to beat stuff up. Every time I watch her fight, I enjoy her fight every single time. Never disappoint. Always entertaining. She get hit a little bit too, so she fun to watch on both ends. He should do another video though, man. See Del Santos beating Frank. I think Frank is more skillful than De Los Santos, but De Los Santos very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Both guys coming off losses. One guy a knockout loss. Be interesting to see how they mix it up. Shout out to Brian, man. What's good with it, fam? I'm doing 5-weight classes from Bumgarner. Never happening. Said something about fighting her. I think she'll beat her up, though. Fight style-wise, man. I like Fundora. I like Gabby. What's good with it, though, man? I think she said something about fighting her or something. That's why he brought it up. I didn't catch the quote. I didn't see it, but you know, I like Fundora in any fight right now. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, nah. And that's one fight I can't understand Adam McQueen for the life of me how he let William Foster beat him. Every time I see William Foster fight, it's a dud, and it's disappointing every single time I see William Foster fight. Every time. Fundora and Spence, I lean towards Fundora. I'm rocking with Spence, but I lean towards Fundora pulling it off because of the deck being stacked up against Spence. But make no mistake, I will be rooting for Errol the whole time. But you know, just seeing how things are stacked up against him, like he's not Superman. So I would lean towards Fundora. Fundora definitely got the edge because you know Errol Spence ain't got no advantages nowhere. Been out the ring very long, knockout loss, etc., etc. New trainer, you name it, he got to deal with it, right? So I'm still rooting for him, but it's a very tough fight. The epitome of mid. Nah, he definitely mid, yo. Like he don't go through the gears, Adam McQueen. He just fight. He just do it. He just get through it. You know what I mean? J.A. was good with it, bro. He just get through it. He don't really go through the gears. And he smile a lot. While he getting beat up, he don't really do nothing different about it, but just keep smiling and like showboating and playing around. Like he goofy too. He be getting beat up and smiling. Like, bro, you losing the fight. All right, what's funny about losing the fight every single round? Like he be getting beat up, just outboxed, outpointed. Like to see AB versus Mayer too. Yeah, Mayer been looking good, man. Michaela Mayer's a really good fighter. She might be a little big for Bumgarner, huh? AB might have to go up to get that smoke. Got EJ being comeback fighter of the year, in my opinion. Yes, but if he win for sure, Brian, hell yeah, if he win. The way people wrote him off, automatically he get a win. He comeback fighter of the year. Automatically. Yeah, anyway, and Goodman off again. Shout out to LetsBuild. He told me, he said Sam Goodman got a cut again. Took ever to have boxing dates for 2025. Yeah, man, I think the issue was obviously Showtime stepping out of the fold, man. Amazon Prime clearly doing business different than Showtime. And I think that heavily impacted what the PBC was trying to do. But it looks like this year is already looking to start off better than the last one. So that's positive. Like you got more fights in this first quarter, but that's a good start. So if they can keep you know, they can keep the momentum up, we get a good solid year out of them. DS was good with it, bro. Shit, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing, DS. We do this regularly, bro. 3-4 hour lives, bro. All my lives be like that. That's probably why I got sick. All these hours, man. They know your boy be putting in the work. EJ wins, next child will be named Errol, regardless of time. Tell him, man. EJ win, my next son name gonna be Errol. I'm telling you, dead says Errol. Errol do. And there's no boxing, I step out and waste money. Shout out to Al, man. I like him already. He said when there's no boxing, I step out and waste money. I feel you, bro. I feel you. You must be a junkie, man. You be needing your fix too. I feel you, bro. Boxing junkies is what we are, bro. I'm telling you, man. Nah, that's real though. When I ain't got no boxing, it just feel like something missing. It always feel like something missing. I hate it. But you'll find something to do. But yeah, man, you just go out, you be like, man, or you find yourself trying to watch some other sports. You know what I mean? You try to tune in to something else, but it don't hit the same. Don't no energy get you like fight energy. I could go back and watch a fight that I already knew exactly what's going to happen. But somewhere along the fight, when you get into it, you'll be into it like this the first time you've seen it. No other sport do that. No other sport. I don't care if I go back and watch any football, basketball highlights, any of that shit. None of it do that. You can go back and watch an old fight that you've seen a bunch of times and you'll be, enjoying it. It's just different. The boxing is, I guess it's the fact that you can't play it, right? And somebody really getting hurt in there. So, all these other sports, these dudes that, you can play them. but you can't play boxing or MMA and none of that. Kello, what it do, my guy? You might hear about Andy Cruz. She in here. Mama Do in here. Think she over there with Baby Do, probably distracting him. His little butt be tripping. Hearn says, no, anyway, Duck and Morjan Akhmadaliev, quite sure AK is good to go. Short notice. Man, I think NUA has smoked that dude, yo. I really do. I think it'd be laughable when somebody say he ducking him. I can't account for that because I've heard people say that, like he got a chance to fight him and doing whatever the case, but he ain't beating NUA either. You're going to have to be a little special to beat NUA, yo. And I don't think Akhmadaliev is special. I think he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's special. We're fights like I'm about to, yeah, me too, Ant, me too. Especially when it's somebody you rock with. It's crazy, right? Got hit up. Shout out to Elijah Pierce, man. Shout out to Elijah Pierce. I like Elijah Pierce. I'm gonna have Ofacio on tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I didn't want to like rush it. So I figure we ain't got too much going on tomorrow. We could do that tomorrow. Tay was good with it, my guy. So I have him on. Shout out to Elijah Pierce. I like him too, though, man. Like him too. Good thing Texans playing tomorrow. I've been going out every week. Shout out to Al. Spending that bread, huh? I know how it is, man. Know how it is, man. It's all good. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? Well, you know, now you got a stream, you know, you got a boxing platform. You can always come over here and chop it up with us and build on the boxing, man. Roki channel shows some good old fights from the 90s and 2000s, yeah. I'm telling you, that shit be like that, though. Hey, only boxing does that, though. Only boxing. No other sport. Like, you can watch basketball. It don't matter the level of the game. Like, nothing stir up the kind of energy that the boxing do. Like, especially when you actually there. Don't even, truth be told, don't matter if you're there or at home. It's the same shit, you know what I mean? It's just a little more intense if you actually there, but ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like that fight energy. I say it all the time. Ain't nothing like it. True fans feel that feel. I'm telling you, bro, you be into it, bro. You be like, mess around your fighter, take an L, you be sick. You be like, damn. Think about it. Think about it the whole ride home and shit from the spot. Like, damn. God got his ass beat. Be like that though, man. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it, man. But man, shout out to everybody rocking with your boy on this Good Friday, man. So it's still a mystery as to when we're going to see Errol Spence. Him and both Frank Martin, to my knowledge, they shut down the date of March 29th. That's not happening, they said. More bad news for Spence because he continues to stand on unstable ground over there while they figuring out when they're going to get one of their top earners back into the square circle so people can see where he is and where he ain't. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate because I think De Los Santos and Frank Martin was a fight that everybody would want to watch and see. I think it's a dangerous fight for both guys on either side. And it's close to, like, you know, that 50-50-ish type deal. You know what I mean? I see it happening on April 5th. Shout out to Tunnel Vision. It could. Only watch boxing in Texas. Got Netflix Prime Video and all, but don't watch TV if it ain't doing that on some boxing channels like this or watching YouTube boxing news. Shout out to Al, the pal, man. Appreciate you joining the stream, bro. And you know, you fit right in over this way. We the same way. I really don't watch a whole bunch of TV myself. I might find a show or two that I like. And if it ain't that, it's boxing for sure. Now, I mean, I'll peek at football, but my Cowboys stink. So, you know, football season been whack for me all year. Band up. What it do, my guy? Yeah, thought it would be April. In April, I mean, I did hear some whisper about him returning in April, but shit, this sounds so uncertain for Errol Spence, man. Like I said, no comeback plan. Taking De Los Santos think it'd be a banger. Yeah, the thing is, De Los Santos, you just want to see him get back because he's been out so long, right? Inactive and a loss, and you know that kind of disqualify him from the tank sweepstakes to a degree, right? So think that's why I think a fight with Frank Martin would be perfect. Say, because look, you fight a guy that he just fought. Now, it don't sound too crazy if you ended up in the ring with him, right? But I think under these circumstances, people would totally dismiss the fight because of how inactive he been since fighting Shakur. That was a bad performance and a loss for him. You get what I'm saying? It'd be a built-in reason for people to complain. But if he was to come back, say he fought Frank, say he smoked him or something, knocked him out sooner or worse, anything like that, now you got some little storyline kind of to draw from, right? To pull from. So I don't know, man. But I do think Frank Martin and De Los Santos would be a great fight for the fight fans, man. And shout out to Devin Haney. He back making his runs. He doing, little interviews and stuff like that. That's good to see. It looked like they really putting plans together to get him back in the ring. It looked like it's going to be between Turkey Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season or BLK Prime. Whichever one works out for him, salute to him. I just hope he get a fight sooner than later. He said March, so let's see. March should be here sooner than later, bro. You ain't the only one. Just do my Saints. Tell him my Cowboys like real trash. From Bomb Factory, fights from Houston. Oh, you from Dallas? We'll go to. Oh, nah, I'm from shit. And it's crazy because I'm from Jersey. I ain't from Dallas, but that's my team though. Shout out to Dallas, even though they're getting their asses kicked. But shout out to Dallas and Houston. Shout out to Houston. But yeah, man, football been rough to watch, man. Been rough. But you see, Haney said he might come back at a catch weight 143, 144. I think that'll determine who he fight too. I don't think everybody's gonna be willing to do that. Ryan and London also. That's why they speculating them rematching again. They know that shit ain't happening. And Dev said it. I'm coming back in March. He's still suspended till April. He definitely ain't fighting him. And he said it, not next. Maybe they could facilitate something, but I doubt it, yo. I doubt it. I think as long as they suing each other, they ain't gonna be in the ring. That's to be weird, suing each other and then y'all go fight. Has that happened before in boxing where people suing each other and they still do business? I don't know, but stranger things have happened, man. How about them Cowboys? It's still my team, but we've been getting our ass kicked, so it ain't been fun. Maybe after March. Could be, but I still doubt it. I don't think they want that. I really don't. Yeah, me too, Jay. Me too. Until it's done, I don't think he want the fight. I don't think he want that. I don't think he want that fight. I don't think he want it at all. Not one bit. Let's see, though. Time will tell you. I ain't never switching up on my Cowboys, though. And now I don't like the Giants nor the Jets. Hell no. No, I don't care where they at. I don't like them. Rumors are Bill walking up and down the street in the UK paying people to go watch that train. You stupid. You stupid. Ryan done knocked bro upside so bad. He thinks 143 real weight class. Yeah, 143, 144 is crazy. From Houston area, but lots of people don't know because biography shows he was born with Louisiana. I think came because Hurricane back then. Then it shows his college on biography. Yeah, C.D. Lamb is a good fighter, man. Shout out to C.D. Lamb, man. I'm switching on my Dirty Birds. You feel me, Brian? We ain't switching up. We just gonna ride. We gonna sync with the shit, man. When we winning, we winning. When we losing, we losing too. I just Ryan. I don't think he'll fight it all until the lawsuit. Oh, till the lawsuit goes away. Oh, nah. He said March though, Jay. He did say he's coming back in March. And he said Turkey Al-Sheikh got something on the table for him that he gonna try to see if they could put together. If not, then it's BLK Prime. So yeah, he said he's returning in March. So I think he should stand on that, get him a shake back fight, and everything will be good. Everything will be good. But with that, man, that's all I got on this Good Friday. I appreciate everybody rocking out with your boy, man. For these last 3 hours. Y'all make sure, man, y'all all smash the like button. Make sure y'all notifications on. I'm going to have Ofacio Falcone on tomorrow, man, and we going to build. We going to build the champ. He been in camp with Shakur, so I'm pretty sure he got some interesting insight for somebody that got an upcoming fight as well. So I thought it was a good time to interview him and ask him some questions, not only about him, but, what do you see from core and training camp, man? It's going to be a dope build. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. And me and I'm going to have Champ up here. So Devin said he was coming back in December. Yeah, he lying back then. Knew where Jamel lives. He got a new boxing gym. He building. Yeah. Yeah, he been making some moves. Shout out to Mel Charlo, man. It's him I fight. He said, you'll fight on 420 again? Fight on 420? Man, that'd be crazy, right? Return to the crime. You know what I'm saying? Return to the crime. That'd be wild, but we'll see. I just question if he'll really be on Turkey Alley's sheet card, because that opponent might be too much of a risk if it's a guy that, you know, if he stand true on his word of making competitive fights and not making easy fights, not making lopsided gimmies, right? So I could see BLK Prime really being the thing. Let's see if I'm wrong, though. Yeah, me too. Mel said he coming back soon. We want to see it. I'm here for it. But, man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Much love. I appreciate everybody that continues to rock with your boy. Yeah, I'm going to come on at 4, normal time. Yeah, normal time, 4 o'clock. He over in New York, so we worked that out. I was going to do it today, like I said, but I think tomorrow will be better. You know what I mean? Glad I did it for tomorrow. I'll say that for y'all for tomorrow, so we're going to build on it. Devin talking about Ryan should be on VADA testing. You're not going for that. Nope. And he said he never using VADA again. So I think it's a really, really highly, highly, highly unlikely chance that we ever see them fight each other again, especially while they suing each other. But we'll see. But with that, man, that's all I got on this one, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Good Friday. And y'all all make sure y'all type in tomorrow at 4 o'clock, man. We're going to build with the champ, Facio Falcone. So with that, stay safe, everybody. Much love. And we are out.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. 4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.